Hey, what's up, sports to the bone family? What's up? What's up? How are you guys doing? Hope everybody is okay. Hope you all made it through the evening, through the day safely, and you all are doing okay. All right. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to tonight's show. I'm not sure why the camera is so dark tonight, but nonetheless, we are definitely going to be talking some cricket. Yeah, man. So shout out to all of the early people checking in. Good night, good night, good night. Yeah, man. As you can tell, guys, we have some positivity. We were able to get the better of of Bangladesh earlier today. I mean, it wasn't a vintage win. It wasn't really as convincing as we would have wanted it to be. But at the end of the day, as they would say, a win is a win nonetheless. And that is exactly what we wanted to do, to win. You understand? And we were able to go out there and win the game. Now, I want to say a shout out to all the persons in. I see Contact 20, I see Robinson, I see a couple of persons. Harry Potter is in, Barry is in, Maury, Jaden, Moses, all of Ashish Nera, top bowler, Joes. All right. Everybody that has checked in thus far. Good evening, man. Good evening. Good evening. All right. No, we are going to be taking a look at the scores, right? We're going to be taking a look at what each player did, how they got out. Also going to be looking at the bowling, and a little later on from now, I'm going to be opening up the live so I can let in persons. You know how I do it already, guys. I like to spend at least a 10 to 15 minutes, go through some of the comments, let everybody feel welcome. You understand? And then I'll just go right ahead and open up the live. So I know persons are probably itching to get on and to share their thoughts as regards to how the game went. But I just gonna go through there are some persons that are always here, but they will not come on the live and show their faces or come and talk. So I still like to make them feel welcome. All right. So shout out to you all. Morgan, that's foolishness. They lose. They lose to me. Kiss me teeth. 5 wicket in hand and still lose. Oh, okay. Lovin say I'm here. Sheldon say good night. Say bless up. All right. Douglas say what a loss over by Jairus. Yeah, it was a good over. Contact say she hopes second. She hopes scored a century today in the best versus best. The last time I checked, he was in the 70s. You understand? I was saying that I'm gonna check it back, but I didn't get a chance to check. All right. So Contact say we need him. We need him to do that in test matches, though, not just warm ups. 102 not out. How much did the captain get? Craig Brathwaite. How much did Craig Brathwaite end up getting? Levin says, Sports to the bone, I want to come on the live tonight. All right. Robinson says, how can I get on the live? All right, there's a link in the description. So you see the video pop up on YouTube. If you click, I think on the link, there's a link there, man. So once you click on the link, it will bring you there. The link is, let me tell you exactly. Let me tell you exactly where the link is. The link is right underneath the title, man. You will see a link. Once you click on it, it will carry up. All right, Contact say he retired on 78. Okay. Marlon Miller said the captain retired hurt on 72. All right, good. Ian said, is there any place for Fletcher? Well, I don't know, I don't know. Fletcher got a chance to come on the field today and, almost gave away the game. It's a good thing the ball didn't go for 4 when he dropped that catch. He actually put down a catch of Russell's over. You understand? Chase in one match scored more runs than Gayle in 4 to 6 innings. Ravi Rampaul continues to do well. Ian, yes, on the bench. All right, so yeah, Chase didn't play too badly at all. He played that role that is a reason why a lot of persons have been calling for Raston Chase to get a chance, because we figured that he would be able to play this role and play it well, and that is exactly what he did. And I want to say a big shout out to Nicholas Puran for getting that 40 off 20 what 24 or something like that deliveries. The man that was extremely good by the vice captain. Contact say if we lost today, Fletcher would have been roasted for the drop. Yeah, and Hayden Walsh, boy, Hayden Walsh, they have had a tough day in the field, man. Had a tough day in the field. He put down 2 catches. One of them was a bit hard, but one on the boundary, misjudged it, and then he wasn't able to effect a couple of runouts. It was a poor day in the field. Jason Holler didn't look too badly either. Came in, got 2 sixes. Bowled well. Took a catch on the boundary, but he actually missed a ball when he was feeling. The feeling was a bit sloppy. Simpson say, blessing sports to the bone from England. Me there, piss you off. Me tell you, say we are gonna win. You freak too much. All right, boss. Although West Indies won the game, it was not convincing to me, but it is still a problem, and the feeling now looks terrible. You see all those run-out chances and the Fletcher feeling. Yep, it was horrible. Bravo's second and third over weren't spot on either, but being the season campaigner that he is, they decided that they were going to give him the opportunity to bowl the 19th over, which was very crucial. I think the first delivery went for a 6, if I'm not mistaken, but he sort of pulled it back nicely. And then, Russell came in with the final over and was able to tie things up for us. Yeah, man. Them catches was MVP today. Yeah, so that is basically how it went there. All right, White giving us a clap. Robinson say, hey, bro, what would you do different in this game today in selection of the placement of batsmen? I wouldn't do anything much. The players that I really wanted to come in, they got a chance. Last night I was saying that I think we should bring Jason Holler straight in the 11. They did that, it worked. And, I was calling for Raston Chase. He came in and he did his thing also. You understand? So it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad at all. Sheldon says, Sports to the bone, what are your thoughts on Gayle turning down the single and Lewis doing the same thing and then swinging for the hills? You see, I didn't actually see when Lewis and Gayle got out, I was laying down and I was following it on the phone. When I started watching, when I came down and started watching Puran and Chase, I think Puran and Chase were out there. When I came down, I think Pollard just retired, just came off the field. So I think it was Puran and Chase when I started. Clayton said, happy for the win, but still lots of loopholes and concerns. We are still failing to use the power plays and feel miss about 3 clear run out chances. Yeah, with last over by. Yeah. Who is this? Yes, Daniel, you're spot on. See me look like they both. All right. Yeah. One Link Gaming. Big up. Robinson say, hey bro, what's your take on Hosein performance today? Akeal Hosein was brilliant as per usual, man. Brilliant. I did a video. Place darky, man. I don't know what's happening with the device. I did a video this evening, talking about it. Akeal Hosein was very good. Once again, bowling out his 4 overs for 20 odd runs, picking up a wicket. He was extremely good. As I said last night on the live, I am only impressed with Akeal Hosein thus far. Red say, nowadays seems like every team wanna chase runs. West Indies need to win the toss. I guess because of the conditions too, Bravo third over went for 3 runs. The third over went for 3 runs. Let me see. The first over went for 9. No man, the first over went for 9. So it was the first and the second over that was poor, or that were poor. Yeah, I know he had 2 overs that weren't on, but the 4th over was good. It's coming say. Gale's number is keeping out of the spare. West Indies have to win every game left to get 6 points, as they can max win 1 and hammer England as net run rate 0. All right. Yeah, man, we definitely have to win all of the games that we have leave, and we would like to win them convincingly also, not just win. We want to win them convincingly. I understand. Yeah, man. Contact say Pooran's innings and return to form was very, very much needed and deserved that man of the match award. Yeah, Pooran was brilliant. Pooran was brilliant. Simpson say, me tell you say we need a little bit of luck. Look how unlucky we have been. Every ball we put in the air, them catch it. So that's why we need to play the ball on the ground. So we need some change of luck. All right, boss, I hear you. Bravo third over was great. Okay, so I'm not remembering clearly. So Bravo's third over went for 3. Okay. Even said don't forget Bravo wicket was a game changing moment. Yeah, that wicket was good. Oh, so 9. Oh, it was the second over then. It was the second over that wasn't so hot. It wasn't really bad then. 9, 14, 3, and 9. Okay. Ashley said Bangladesh lost that game rather than West Indies winning that game. All right, West Indies should have been 70 for 6. All right, boss, I hear you. All right, let me see if I can let in a couple of persons on the stream. I think I seen Taj Murray. Who is this now? I think we have somebody new. What happened, guys? You're hiding. What happened to the camera? Them when I hide. Man, I don't want it, you know. Yes, I think we have Marlon and who else is on? You guys hearing me? Marlon, you hearing me?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, who's the next person that is on?
Blessings Sports to the bone. How are you?
Yeah, blessings. I'm good. Who is this again?
Murray, Taj Murray.
Oh, Murray. Oh, welcome to the live, man. Welcome to the live. All right, I think it's the first time you're on the live, right? You're always in the comment section, but first time on the live. I'll give you a first crack then. I'll come to you after Marlon. I'm going to give Mr. Murray first crack. So what are your thoughts on the game that we had today?
From a lot of size this time.
Go again, Murray.
Sorry. A lot of persons criticizing what is happening in terms of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And we know what to expect from the team, right? But for me, I know to get themselves to the level that they need to get.
Man. We're hearing a lot of noise. We're hearing a lot of noise and feedback, and we hardly hearing you.
Really?
Yeah, go again.
Because I'm using a Bluetooth. Hold on. Make somebody else go.
All right.
Make somebody else go in the meantime, and see if we can fix it.
Yeah, try and organize it. Yes, Marlon, go ahead. What are your thoughts on the game?
Well, in my opinion, Lennox, I don't think we should be fooled. I think those are the two poorest teams inside the group that played each other.
Mm-hmm.
That game was a coach's nightmare. I think the amount of notes those two teams had could publish a decision right now. Poor fielding, poor batting, drop catches, a litany of errors from both teams. Lennox, it was really bad.
It was terrible.
It made for an exciting.
It was terrible.
Game. It made for a really exciting game. I mean, Chase used 2 of his 9 lives. I don't know who else will give it that much lives in a game ever again. And the chances were simple. They were.
And the catches weren't difficult at all.
9 lives. I don't know who else will give it that much lives in a game ever again. Yes.
Somebody just came on. Hold on, Marlon. No. Somebody just came on, and you have the device on, so we're hearing a lot of feedback. We're gonna have to start that out. The person that just came on, you have to mute the thing. Once you come on the live, guys, you have to make sure that the next tab, you're muted, so we don't hear the feedback of the next person talking. Yes, Marlon. So start it out, and I'll come back to you. Yes, Marlon.
Yes, so like I was saying, Lennox, the performances weren't really good. It was really poor, but it made for an exciting game. It made for a really exciting game, and I must commend Nicholas Puran because his innings single-handedly resurrect West Indies hopes. Without Puran's performance, West Indies would have definitely been out of the tournament.
And it came at the right time.
So yes, it came really at the right time. Chase bide his luck and did a okay performance. Nothing special, but it was steady, and it did what was required. I'm a little bit disappointed in Bravo's performance. The first two overs, when in fact he was going at 12 runs and over. They really were not good overs. It was just bowling poor. And Bangladesh threw the game away. I think we have to be honest.
That is exactly.
Listen, Bangladesh threw the game away. They had so many opportunities to win the game. West Indies gave them so many lifelines. They definitely threw the game away. But we win this game, Lennox. Personally, I think that this game, though the World Cup hopes is still alive, it is dead at the same time. Because we needed to win this game more convincingly to get a better run rate.
Exactly.
So the fact that we struggle and the run rate has not improved a lick. It means that this is it. I'm being honest. I don't think we can embarrass Australia, Lanka. I really don't think we can. I'm not saying we will lose to them, but I think it's embarrassing them. The way how
a big win.
At one point, when at the 10th over, when it was like 56-3, I was like, if we could get these guys out for under 100, we are definitely in for a show.
In with a show.
Moving forward, but
it's highly unlikely. It's highly unlikely, you know, but but you're spot on in the video
statement.
Yeah, in the video that I did this evening after the game, and I was saying that it was a win. It's a win, you know. That is what every team go out on the park to do, to win. But at the end of the day, we would have put ourselves in a situation losing the first two games. So as you're saying, Marlon, if we didn't win that game by a big margin, you know, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. You know, I think they will say, all right, we were actually able to get the better of Australia in a white ball series the other day. Same thing with Sri Lanka, but I don't know if we're going to be able to step on them, you know, with a big margin. So, you know, it's still left to be seen how things will go.
What we need.
I think we have
not enough for West Indies. You need to win.
Yeah, we need big victory. I think we have on let me see, Romania are on.
Yes.
Hold on. Yeah, Romain, yeah. Yeah, man. Where joining us from, and what are your thoughts on the game, today's game?
Good night again, viewers and subscribers. Why? To cut long argument short, it was a poor game, poor performance from West Indies. Very poor. As my brother just said, then and there, it was a real catastrophe, man. The West Indies that we have grown up in and love, we don't really see nothing now going, bro. It was a bad game, man. Even Andre Fletcher, somebody asked if Andre Fletcher have any place in the game. No, bro. That the man that shouldn't even get selected.
You see, the thing is this, you know.
Man. And Shimron hit my the next one too.
Why don't we
just continuously getting caught along off.
Yeah.
Listen,
and
let me say something, Lennox. Anybody remember how Hetmeyer was staring at the bottom of the bat when he got out? Bro, as if the bottom of the bat had anything to do with him getting out.
Hetmeyer style,
okay,
man.
Sir. The bat is okay. You made
that is Hetmeyer's style.
That man staring at the bat as if
something
wrong with the bat.
I think we have one. Who is this next person? Love is here. Who is Love?
And sir,
not Mr. Lover, no. Not Mr. Lover. Yeah, man. Ian just come on. I saw go to Ian. There's somebody else on. Lenny Lover or something like that. Who is that person? All right, we're not hearing. Yes, Ian.
Love
welcome, welcome, man.
Yes, my brothers.
Yeah,
How we
man.
doing?
Well, we are here.
Yeah,
we are
love
here
it.
trying to
Love
take a
it.
look.
Me.
Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Chase, I happy for Chase. He deserves some luck. Oh God, the victimized man for these matches. The man deserves some luck. Or those sleep. Or those sleep. Once you do the right thing in life, you just get blessed. So even though you can say scrappy job, catch all kind of thing.
Yeah.
The man above in charge of all things. We had to win because we did the right thing. When you do the right thing in life, you get rewarded. Right?
And the right thing would have been to bring in Chase and Hola.
And to put Simmons to sit down a little bit. Remember I told you this guy, remember how that guy long play with his shin splinting?
Yeah, man, I remember you were saying.
Remember it was only a matter of time?
Mm-hmm.
Ravi Rampaul, whole career, got lick up because of shin splint. Because there's a whole balance of the muscle system, even though you could recover, let's say, in a month.
Yeah, it's an impact thing, man.
You ain't fully recovered. What you do, the information and thing going down. But when you start back running and it's going to come back. It kind of osmosis, the only disease, you know the sickness in your knee when you're tall and you're playing football.
Yeah.
Right. It's similar to that, you know. But just that
a lot of long jumpers suffer from it.
Right. You see, so that I know that was a pick boy that is only a matter of time. If you notice now, Dre, I mean, I was impressed with his bowling. Actually slow down. He get him, I think he lined him with Bravo plenty. He actually decided to use a certain level of wisdom. Okay, I'm going to run up a little slower and bowl a little more accurate, wicket to wicket, Yorker thing, rather than try to run through, knowing that are susceptible to injury. Right? So he wasn't as fast as he normally is. But I think he was very effective considering that he's not 100%. Right? Now, I wouldn't go as fast as say Bangladesh throw away the game. You know, I believe when you win, you win. Don't discredit the men for going out there and working hard. Because you know what it is to know a team have 13 runs to make or 20-something runs to make in 3 overs, whatever, and you have to put up the stops and different things to make sure and limit them. You might say the throw away but them under pressure too. So they go ahead. They make mistakes because we apply pressure. If we do nothing, they would not make that mistakes here.
Yeah, they're under pressure, man. But the first thing we're doing, we're happy for the win. We credit them for the win. You know, but we just sort of still feel away because we really wanted them to get this big victory here. But coming off the back of 2 defeats, it's good. It's good to get a win. As I said, it's good to get a win.
Just to win and you're batting first is a big victory. Because what are the statistics in that World Cup? About 80% of the teams.
Yeah, man. Most of the teams that battle last.
That lost, right? So I knew from the time I see we were going to bat first, it would be tight because it's additional pressure. So that in itself is a victory because the sides aren't close and they already have the advantage of we batting first. So they start off with the advantage. They start off with we start off with a handicap because batting first is a handicap in that World Cup. So that's how I look at it. And I miss my karaoke to come and listen to you here. I was going on singing.
Karaoke night.
Yeah, but I'm a big singer. I don't know if you know that, but
you're a big singer. You're a man of many talents.
Yeah, you're getting everything. You're getting the bob everything. One day we'll get you a full rendition.
Yeah, man, we're going to have to do that, yes.
Yeah, one day we go do that.
Taj Mahal, you still on?
Yes, I'm on.
All right, we didn't hear you last night. So, in terms of them carrying in Jason Hola and Ruston Chase, right? I don't want it to hold on. We're hearing a lot of noise, man, like rattling and
Come on, go ahead.
Yeah. In terms of them carrying in Jason Hola and Ruston Chase, what side of the fence were you on yesterday? Were you on the fence that these guys should come in and go straight into the team? What side of the fence were you on?
All right. So, firstly, let us say good evening to everyone again. For me, these guys that
Something now go on to the internet, man.
even though Jason Ola is a replacement for Obed McCoy. I know Obed wouldn't be able to play more than one match because of the type of injury that he has.
Yeah. And Chase.
Hear me better now?
Yeah, we hear then about you're chipping in and out. I'm not sure what's happening with the internet. No, man, go on again. You're going to have to start out that and come back, man.
Again, internet issues. Some internet issues more than anything else.
Yeah, I'm going to start out that and come back. Hold on, eh?
So you win any money, boy? You win your bet today?
Boy, I'm not a betting man, you know. I'm not a gambling man at all, but
All right.
you know, even if I was, I doubt I would put my money on these guys. All right, I didn't remember to go through the scorecard, you know, because sometimes some persons might join and didn't get a chance to see the game. So let me just go through the scorecard quickly and then we will pick it up from there. So batting first, we got 142 for 7, right? Bangladesh, they were only able to get 139 for 5, therefore giving us the victory by 3 runs. Chris Gayle, he had 4 off 10. Evan Lewis 6 off 9. Rastan Chase 39 off 46. Hetmeyer 9 off 7. Pollard was not out 14 off 18. After he had to retire and then come back out. Pooran 40 from 22. Bravo 1. Jason Hole had 15 from 5. So those were the guys that actually took the field. You understand? So now you guys will have a better idea of, you know, the players that really went out there and helped out with the bat. And you know, I doubt it was a lot. I doubt it was a lot. You know, a couple of them came in with a couple of sixes at the back end there. But the poor and the chase innings, man, those 2 innings were crucial to us even getting over 120, in my opinion. Those innings were extremely crucial.
But sports, I was saying there earlier, you ain't big up Ravi at all, boy.
Oh?
You big up all the bowlers except Ravi.
Ravi was a little ineffective though.
Ravi.
Let me see. Ravi Rampaul had 4 for 2. It wasn't too bad enough. He had 4 for 25 and took a wicket. Yeah, man, he wasn't too bad at all.
Yeah, 1 for 25 in 4 overs. Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, no, hold on.
Yeah, he wasn't too bad at all. Yeah, he wasn't too bad at all, Ravi Rampaul.
I know.
Somebody have to come off YouTube.
No, man, guys. Somebody has the thing playing in the background. That is the thing, you know, when we let on a lot of persons, the things start to get out of control. It's very easy, you know. But when you click the link, when you click the link, it will move it to our next link, but you have to click off the YouTube or else you're going to have a terrible feedback.
Yeah, you have to exit YouTube. That was the mistake I had made the first time. From the time you come on, I come off YouTube one time.
Yeah. So as you are saying, Ian, I mean,
if you don't want to come on, just mute the channel.
Or mute it. The microphone is there, just mute it.
Yeah, somebody else saying something?
Yeah, as you were saying, Ravi Rampaul had 4 overs for 25 runs, 1 wicket. It wasn't expensive, but being the strike bowler up top there, you understand? I was looking for him to really bowl some more probing lines. You understand? I mean, he's not too far off from what the other bowlers did, you know, because Jason Hole had 1 for 22. You understand? Russell 1 for 29. But Ravi Rampaul being the strike bowler at the top there, you know, I was looking, you know, I really wanted him to start to attack the batsmen some more. If you understand what I mean.
Well, my thing is, I was really impressed with him because Ravi Rampaul is not fast. He's not a fast bowler, right? So you have to basically have a way to kind of deceive the batsman with some a little wide, some a little up to the back, whatever, right? What you want from a bowler, I mean, when a man give you a run rate in about what, that is about 5 runs over. I mean, you can't ask for more than that on a wicket, you know, because remember he put in pressure on one end, so the other people now could do their part and they complement each other. It's not to say Ravi Rampaul went and bowled and in 1 over he get 20 runs. In 4 overs, he get 20 something. That's extremely good. But we have to forget, sometimes we like we like a Superman thing. But sometimes the best performance is a subtle, easy performance that very inconspicuous, but it effective. It did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, we're not knocking him still enough because it's 20 over. To get to four out of the way for 25 is not bad.
Yeah,
I understand. It's just that most of the deliveries were outside. Yeah, I understand bowling subtle changes and subtle this and subtle that. But I like when my opening bowlers are bowlers that we claim to be strike bowlers. Even if they're not quick, I like them to get the batsmen really in some areas that you can probably nick them off or so. Yeah, Marlon, but I get what you're saying though.
yes. And that's the thing, Lennox, and that's why I'm not impressed with his performances for the same reason. Because he's not in the team for his economy rate. He's just not. Like, if Chase bowls 4 overs for 20 runs, you thank him. You really, really thank him because you're not looking for him to be a strike bowler. You're looking for him to hold on one end and not concede much runs. But Ravi's in the team as a strike bowler, and he's not delivering. I'm being honest, he's not. We can't seem to get wickets from him in the Powerplay, and sometimes he goes expensive. I'm not impressed with him in the least bit so far because he's not doing what is asked of him.
See, that's what I was thinking.
I disagree. I don't think that in a 2020 match, if your economy rate is like that, then you're asking somebody to take chance with other bowlers like Akeal and them, and then they could end up taking 2 wickets, whatever. How many wickets fall today with these guys? How many fell?
Just 1, 2, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5.
Okay, 5 wickets. 1 wicket is 20% of 5. But all right, so you take 20% of the wickets. He's one man. What more you want? You want him to take?
All right. No man.
What do you want him to do? Take 4, take 4, take 3.
No, let's watch.
I mean, that's
what you said.
You don't have to watch. You could do something merciful, and then you could slaughter something like a madman. You understand what I say? The man is.
Right, I hear
you have to listen. You have to appreciate the subtlety. You ever what you call the ability that a man at that speed who not bowling spin, he beating him all over. No, yes, he might get a little 4 here, but Bravo gets some other licks too. And then Bravo took 1, right? He took 1, Bravo took 1 today.
No man, here. Yeah, Bravo hasn't been himself. Here the thing. I understand exactly what you're saying about Rampaul, You understand? You're saying he's bowling economical and it's up to another bowler to hold on at end. The reason why I was looking at it like that is because, if he comes and he gives you that performance, then it is left for other people to take wickets. But he got in the team because of the wicket taking ability. So that's what I was looking at. But him giving us this performance today, as regards to not giving away a lot of runs, the runs part wasn't bad, but he got in because of the wicket taking ability. So if he's not going to take wicket, then it's going to trickle over to the captain to find other people.
Remember his West Indians wicket he took, Just remember them fellas in man, but
he got that. That is why he's in the team. Rastan Chase made most of his runs off West Indies bowlers, and he got in the team because of that. So,
Yeah, but I just say 5 wickets, 20%. Let me play 20%. 20%, and they still didn't make the runs with even the wickets they had in hand. So I mean,
we can't knock them still enough. He wasn't punished. But
in a side with no wickets down, I gotta know if I can beat you and you lose 1 wicket and you lost, I happy still You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, so that is it. At the end of the day, you want economic. You want it to be economical, but yes, you get 1, 2 wickets, great. But in a match with 5 wickets, for a man take 20%. I mean, I ain't go kill him for that. I mean, we have to highlight what's the real problem, and the real problem is that we have an opening problem. Because Chris Gayle runs. That's the real problem. Not Ravi Rampaul, the problem.
I know that you see why I not even attack that problem is because that man shouldn't even be in the team in the first place. So that's why I don't even attack the problem. That man should not even be in the team.
Meyer, nothing. That is the problem.
Yeah, the guys, the batting is really poor.
The bowling holding along the court. You know what I mean? Them batsmen and them, our batsmen, not hitting at all. This boy, well, Gayle, well, Lewis now and then, but Lewis, you can't hit our big innings every time. But definitely Gayle, Meyer, right? Coming down, who else we have there again? That not well, who ran it?
Russell got run out today.
Right, well, Russell a little lucky.
Very unfortunate.
I don't know what Russell got next run out. And next
very
run out
in his run out. So I can't even kill him for that. Very unfortunate.
Yeah.
But you see the thing is Lennox, and this is about Evan Lewis now. Evan Lewis has a tendency to get caught pulling the ball to the leg side. And it's happening very, very frequently.
Very often.
Starting in the IPL. We saw it today. That's exactly what we got out in the previous match, pulling the ball to the leg side. No, he does well pulling and hooking. But it seems as if his strength now is becoming his weakness because they're constantly getting him out like that.
Yeah. I think the issue is he backs himself. So even if he's not in the position to play the shot or to execute the shot the right way, once the ball is there, he's going to go at it.
Yes.
And as I said, as the great Fazir Muhammad always say, it tends to drown in honey when it comes on to that. Yeah, man. We're hearing a lot of feedback. I don't know if somebody is beside a fan or something. Hold on, guys. I think we have Wayne on. Wayne, you're on?
Yes, I.
Yeah, man. Blessings. We're just doing a quick recap of what went down in the game today.
Yeah, I was tuned in from the beginning. I mean, first of all, we must celebrate the win, but like everybody is saying, I agree with you guys. It's not really convincing.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we prefer this than a loss. Imagine if we had lost. I don't think it had anybody in the life today but yourself.
We would be hiding.
But to recap the game, I still think that we have, the batting issue is still a problem, and the batting order I'm still not happy with the batting order.
What sort of change you would make where that is concerned, though?
I mean, I said it again. I don't want to sound like a broken LP, but I will definitely push Huran. I mean, we know he performed well at the end, but I would still prefer to see him give me that same performance in the power play. And due to the fact that we have two players alone in the outfield, I think Huran will be the ideal man to maximize in that power play. Then, especially due to the fact that Lewis went early. I don't totally agree with Chase coming to bat in the power play.
Yeah?
No, man. Chase got to come and repair the damage after the power play. If we have damages in the power play, we got to maximize those power play.
Hold on. Let him finish. No, man, let him finish. And your thing is still on, so I'm hearing everything back from your device. Is that Taj Mahal? Murray, we're hearing all of the feedback in your thing. Yeah, so when it's finished, we'll let him get a chance. Yeah, continue, Wayne.
Yeah, we need to maximize the power play because the power plays for the whole, except for the one game that Lewis tee off, we got to maximize. And then in the middle, Hetmeyer, I agree with his intent, but of course it was a bad execution because after the power play we had maybe 26, and we in a must-win match, so automatically that power play had to extend to 7 and 8 overs. We just couldn't start going in the shell from over number 7 after such a poor power play. Having a man like Jay Snow coming down at number 9. You see, the batting is long, so Hetmeyer intend to keep pushing the scoring rate I kind of agree with it. However, it was poor execution of the shot. Mistime shot, but for intent, I give him an A.
All right. We're going to
knowing
let
knowing that Chase was at that end, anchoring the innings. So
right, here.
That's my take.
All right, here's the question though. I'm gonna let Maury get a chance. So, guys, somebody is seated in front of a fan. Somebody is seated in front of a fan that's making a lot of noise. I don't know if it's a fan or what it is.
It could be somebody outdoor with the breeze.
Yeah, probably it's a breeze. Yeah, but here's the problem now, Wayne. Well, not a problem. Here's my question to you. Say, for example, we lose 2 wickets early in the power play. Do we continue to send down attacking batsmen knowing that because it's the power play, or do we want somebody to come down and to stabilize, to get a boundary here and there, but to rotate the strike? Say, for example, we lose Gayle and Simmons in the power play. What do we now do? Do we can't send Hetmeyer, send all of the rest of guys because it's a power play, or do you want to stabilize the innings?
Sorry, I kind of missed your question. Go over again.
Oh yeah, man. I'm saying that you were saying you don't agree with Chase coming in the power play. So I'm saying, say for example, we lose Chris Gayle and Evan Lewis in the power play, right? Do we continue to send down the guys that we expect to go hard, like a Hetmeyer, Pooran, or you need somebody to stabilize one end?
Sorry. I mean, two down in the power play. I will send Chase, but not one down.
Oh, not one. If one, okay.
No, if we lose 2 wickets in the power play, we definitely once you lose 2 wickets in the power play, you got to start consolidating in some way or some form. But at one down, I think we get too defensive too quick there. At one down, we still have to. Because remember, we batting till at number 9. We got Jay Snow on the batting list at 9. So. At the end of the day, I mean, yes, we don't want to get ball out, but we still need runs. So you got to still try to get a balance, attacking and knowing when to defend. You can't have, because I think we out like, maybe the second over. And it's like from over number 2, we pretty much start playing defensive cricket. With a long batting lineup like that, I don't totally agree with that. And again, with Pooran in the power play with 2 men alone out, I think he can do some damages. And once you see you build that momentum, it's going to follow, the rest of the guys. They can change the whole complexion of the game. Once you start building the momentum, now Bangladesh under trouble, regardless who's the opposition. But once you start attacking, it's like they have a headache now, So the whole nature of the game changes. And, once the momentum keep going, we just keep riding it.
All right. I think Maury.
I agree with him. I agree with him fully. That is why I advocate for Chase to back at number 4.
At number 4. I remember you saying that Chase should come at 4.
Number 4 should be fixed because you still want to maximize the power play. So that is why my thing is leave him at number 4 and keep Etty at number 3. Today they had it reverse. And probably it's because when you lack confidence, you go in your shell. And these guys definitely lack confidence. And the team is now more conservative. So that is why they said Chase as opposed to Hetty.
So
try and start consolidate.
Yes.
But you know what is the average runs in the power play for the winning teams? Like, is it that all of them has reached 40 in the power play or something like that? Or would they win with like a 30 or something?
I haven't checked it, but it could probably be in the high 30s, close to 40s. It could be there somewhere thereabout. I haven't checked it though.
I have found
since the
I have found how much?
Nobody has scored 50 in the power play.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's 30 at 40 thereabout.
Right, which is still low. What I've noticed, the game has changed with the proliferation or the whole lot of spinners, and I think they learned something from the West Indies with Narayan and Badri and that sort of thing. And spinners now opening every match. Spinners opening, which didn't happen a long time, right? And so, like the power play is not like the power play of the past. You're getting some accurate bowling from the first over right through, so it's fairly difficult to really hit it as it used to be. So the game changer. Long time a power play hit 60 runs. Easy. 50 runs. Easy.
Yeah.
Now the average she making about, as you say, 35 maybe. Maybe 40.
Yeah.
I think at the end West Indies had like 26.
Yeah, we were behind. Yeah.
Hey, you know, I don't believe it's a game changer. I think it's the quality of the pitches.
Yes, the pitches got.
The pitches are very slow. And you see, because they have to build these pitches to survive the IPL, and then after surviving the IPL, they need to survive for this World Cup for a month long. The pitches are very, very slow. Like, personally, I don't like the quality of the pitches. They are too slow for T20.
They're producing some smart,
some ridiculous trucks, man. Because nobody watches T20 to see somebody score 160. People watch this 200, 190.
Yeah,
that is what makes things exciting.
Yeah, not conducive at all.
I like low scoring test games because they are exciting. But low scoring T20 games because
I want to give my thoughts on the game, you know.
Yeah, man, just hold a second as the point wrap up, I'll let you come in. Yeah, Marlon.
Yeah, so I'm saying I think not only the bad batting, but the pitches are really, really terrible.
The pitch is contributing. All right, let us hear what Maury is saying. Maury has been waiting for a while. Yes, Maury, go ahead. Let us hear you.
Yeah, for there for a while too, you know. Yeah, so me after.
What is the
Leonard?
Yeah, man.
You have the thing playing again.
But Maury just calling to talk, and now it is time, but we're not hearing him. We're just hearing the feedback. Maury, you hearing us? All right, not hearing him. Who is the next person? Lovens, you're there?
What's having dinner?
You see, the guy is calling to get a chance to speak, but when we're calling for them, we're not hearing them. So that is the issue. Let me give them a call once again. Lovens, you're there? Maury, you're there?
Yeah, well, but why we wait till County Embreeze? I know that could be somebody going up on the Raptor there, you know, if we left behind.
Yeah, Wayne, on the outside, we're hearing a lot of breeze, man. I wonder if it's your thing.
But Lennox, I disagree with Ashish. I like run fest in T20. I don't want T20 to see 140s and 150s. I rather the 200 and the 180s.
Correct. But I am not concerned about Hepmeyer. I just don't know what's going on. I just don't understand. The kind of, when Hepmeyer came out, people said that is the next Lara. They even rated Hepmeyer higher than Puran as far as ability. And I used to be afraid when I see Hepmeyer batting and we playing that team. When we as training, playing Guyana and thing. And I see Hepmeyer any wicket, I frightened. But like Hepmeyer, like, I don't know what's going on. He find a way to
walking Rickettian. He's a walking.
Out in plenty. Not even in our cricket. The CPL he really do. I just don't understand it. I don't know psychologically what they do in him, because I know he can get this one and get contract, that way contract, and you know the guy not kicking ball how they just get on. They ain't picking up bad. So I don't know.
They're not good enough. They're not consistent enough.
Gosh, you put the feet trouble on.
Let's put the ball on the back here.
Oh gosh, who's that? Tell me about that, man. I'd really like to hear about it.
Hold on, let me check. Taj Mahal, are there again?
Yes, I'm back.
All right, good. We're hearing a lot of feedback. You can go ahead and give us your thoughts on the game now.
No, I
was on Chase.
All right, so I look at the whole team construction, right? And you were asking me Chase to play in the team. Yes, Chase will play from the England team. But
agreed.
I think what they are doing, the two practice matches that we played, we haven't found the balance of the team. But talking from a coach perspective, the experience that I have and what is happening to the cricket world now is that if you notice the pitches that we are playing in the competition with, they are very slow, they are very slow.
Very.
And I'm not picking on the pitches to say that is why we're not performing. if you look at the 2 times we win the title of the World Cup, the pitches are when you look at those pitches, their pitches are very, very better, far better than what they are playing on now. Right? So look at our situation, finding the gaps and everything. We're not training over the strike properly, and always set the batting order today. It is what it should be. Where the other guy is saying that Chase shouldn't come in the power play. All Chase score runs in the CPL in the power play. So we have to learn to accept what we have there now. It is not what we can do to change it, but is what is there now. So what we have to do now, we have to learn how to adapt and say, listen, today is the first game that we won in the competition. I hear some other guys are saying, look, this no mean nothing, man. A lot of persons, they would have to have the experience to go out on a cricketing field to see what they are going through. Yes, it's their job, but at the end of the day, you will have to look and see how to assess the condition. Puran came well today and did a good job, and I think that was a strategy from Pollard to allow the game to go faster than because he wasn't feeling well, right? So at the end of the day, this Gayle is yet to fire, and he's going to come good. He's going to come big. And one of the things that you have to look at in the next. Maybe you guys don't follow the cricket as much as you should, but look at this.
Oh, probably. Yeah, probably.
Look at Chris Gayle history back then. It's a two different Chris Gayle back then and now. But if you notice now, Chris Gayle is not performing. I wouldn't play against England, but he played against England, right? But I would play against teams that are bowling quick bowlers like Australia. Those are the games that I would play Chris Gayle in. Like a game like Sri Lanka now, they would give him a lot of trouble because Chris Gayle is not a man who's going to use his feet and come on the track, right? Edmire is the next one now. Edmire, I think with Edmire, we need to give him a role to play because that is his problem. He's batting up, he's batting down. He don't have a specific role to play to say, all right. If you notice at Delhi Capital, he was a finisher at Delhi Capital. And
number 6,
very well. Now in this team, we need to look and say, listen, regardless of any situation, whether we lose early wicket or not, you will have to come and bat and work the singles. And I think for us to go forward now, this is the batting order to carry us forward. If we can't put ones and twos together, today is not bad enough. But as I said, we could have get 20 more runs on the board. It's unfortunately from Russell's stage where he got run out. And I know that Russell didn't get run out, we would have at least 20 more runs on the board. Jason will play a brilliant game. Just despite he make a one misfield, he played a brilliant game. And I think I think what we need to look at as a country and as a supporter, we need to look at. So when you're down and you don't have that self-belief to push yourself, that is the problem. So when you get a game like this today, I want this, fine, all right. We want to stay in the competition. We put ourselves there. So the next thing is to go back to the drawing board and to say, all right, this is where we went wrong. For me, Chris Gayle if he's going to play, he'll have to open for me, right? And then just as though the batting order follows today, that is how the order should be coming down. Puran, if we get a good start from Chris Gayle and Evan Lewis, and then we lose that early wicket, then there's the time when you're going to shoot Puran up and say, all right, have a go. But if we're going to push it around and knock it around, you have to give Chase the opportunity to give it. Because listen, in any cricket game, if you pick a player to hurt the ball and to bat with the rest of the team, Chase has to bat with everybody else. So if you notice today, Puran was going. If you notice when Puran was going, he was the one who turned in the strike and giving him the strike. Yes, he missed some straight. He was trying a full shot. He tried it twice and he didn't carry. And it's the same ball come back.
I think that is the shot that got him out.
Yes. But what it is that our batsmen, they are, I don't know what is happening in the Caribbean, but I think it's the type of training that they're getting from me. And, you know, nobody needs to train you until they say, look here. You need to bat low, crouch in your stance. So you need to crouch. If you notice a technique like Andre Russell, notice a lot of players like even Nicholas Puran, look at Puran technique. Puran crouch. If you notice when he pick up the line of the ball on these pitches, it's a low docile pitch. So you have to you would have to pick up the length from early to hit it out of the park. Because listen, if you look at Akeal Hosein, he's bowling pretty well. Despite what anybody wants to say, he's bowling well.
No man, he's bowling good, man. He's bowling good. I doubt anybody's going to disagree. He's bowling good.
The only problem I have with this, two problems I have with this one. One, Rampaul did a good CPL, right? But I wouldn't bring him to the World Cup. O'Shane Thomas. O'Shane Thomas is not the man to pick in a T20 World Cup. I would have go with a Cottrell or a Fidel Edwards. First up, because listen,
Edwards?
If I want a man, yes. Edwards is better than O'Shane by far. O'Shane just needs to work on his rhythm. Just his rhythm, he just needs to take that rhythm and control, you know? So for me, Rampaul is doing what he can do right now. Bowling, and he's not letting that people beating all over the place. Today, bowl a good spell. Bravo realized that, if you notice today, Bravo did a beating. Bravo realized that the length that I'm bowling is not the length. And you see what he come back and did? He pull back the length. The wicket is very hard to battle. If you notice, Pollard have a rough time with the wicket. Sometimes he was trying to hit straight. A lot of the straight hits, if you notice, Puran didn't try to go straight, he goes square. So if you try to go straight, you would have a harder time. Even Edmire out the same way all matches that he plays. Right? And I tell you the problem with Edmire, he's trying to hit the ball too hard. That's his problem. So you just need to just relax, work the ball around, just like what he did in Delhi Capital. He come in, work to take a over to work the ball around. He have enough time when he come in West Indies to work the ball around, get some singles. And I think what can help us going forward, we can look at DJ Bravo to help us with that middle order in terms of the single basis.
But the problem. Oh, you mean in this World Cup, the next two games, and if we move out, because apart from the World Cup, you know, he's going to retire. Remember, he's going to retire.
Yes, man. And if West Indies are smart, I would offer Bravo a contract in terms of give him a bowling contract. Honestly to you, because he's one of the persons who are helping with the younger bowlers. And if you look at it, you know, these guys know that they're not doing well. And when they look at it, they have their discussion, they have their plans. But when we look at the pitches, if you notice, you know, everybody that bat first have a warm time to score runs. And if you notice, Pakistan going well, right? India had a problem. India is one of the best teams in the competition. I tell anybody that on any game. India is one of the best teams.
They have one of the. No man, once you watch cricket, you will see that they have one of the strongest squads. So I doubt people will disagree. Yeah, people won't disagree with that once they watch cricket.
You know, and then you see, if you notice, you know, Pakistan have the advantage over a lot of teams. You know why? If you notice, we have a problem. We have a big problem. We miss a big bowler for our side, Ovid McCoy. And you see, Ovid, for me, from they noticed that Ovid was breaking down. They should have just rest him and try to get him fit as quick as possible. Or if they didn't see that was going to happen, look it, here what, go from plan B. You draw for Sheldon Cottrell. Yes, Sheldon Cottrell is not effective as in, but I would go for Cottrell because if you not look in the competition, a lot of left arm seamers are getting a lot of wickets right across teams. The left arm seamers are doing very good, very well. So
yeah.
So when you look at it, we just have to give them some credit. Yes, they are here that they need to improve on in terms of the catching. and the feeling and so forth. But we need to give them a push and say, listen, guys, yes, we won today's game by a slim margin. This is what we need to do for the next game. We need to say, all right, listen, Chris Gayle, your job is to just go out and play your natural game. And that is what caught in Chris Gayle. He's in two minds. He's saying to himself,
but nobody's forcing Gayle to play a different game, you know.
No, that's
Gayle,
what you are saying.
Gayle is the one that has adopted that start of batting. It's not just in the World Cup.
Yeah, but you remember against Australia when he made the 60, what did he do?
Yeah, man, but what I am saying is that I doubt any of the coaches will say to Gayle, go out there and black. Gayle is the one that is trying to work his innings that way.
Yeah, but he's trying. But you have, as the coach, that's why I said no. These guys are international players, but we have a coach. Our coach needs to take up more responsibility.
Let me say one thing. No coach.
Gayle don't need no coach at this stage at 40.
Hold on, Ian. We soon come to you, Ian. Yes, Marlon.
One thing on Ian can do. No coach will have the audacity to tell Chris Gayle out.
Remember we spoke about this yesterday.
No coach will do that. No coach will do that. But listen, it is the plan of the team, and the team plan was Chris Gayle is the man to come and bat at 3 to bat. Everybody bat around Chris Gayle. That was the plan. Until today, this morning game, they say, listen, this is the plan now. They have a team meeting the night before and say, look here, Chris Gayle is going to come at the top of the order based on the changes that we're going to make. You're going to just go and play your game, and there's a team. If you look at the partnership that we have today, if you take out Chase and if you take out Puran innings, what happened?
We're nothing much, man. Nothing much. But what I'm saying, the issue is not where Gayle bats, wherever they put him to bat. Once Gayle goes out on that pitch, there's a clear thing in his head what he's going to do. So that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if he's opening or he's batting at 3. We said because of the changes, he opened today. So I know for certainty nobody told Gayle to go out there and played on 3 overs and then go at it. Gayle went out there to play his normal innings, but he's just struggling.
Yes,
the start of batting that Gayle has adapted, that is now his norm. That is now how he plays, but he's just struggling.
For me, there is a big innings coming from him, and he's going to leave an eye.
I would want that. I definitely would want it.
There's a big innings coming, and I think it's very soon around the corner. Who we have next? Sri Lanka. We have Sri Lanka next, right?
Those Sri Lankan spinners will turn Gayle inside and out.
So we soon got to somebody else,
Turn Gayle inside and out.
So look at this. All right. Yeah, I know you soon go to somebody else. Look at this. If you're going to pick a team for Sri Lanka's game, who do you play, Chris Gayle?
Based on the opening spot, we don't have anybody else to open because I won't open with Lendl Simmons. Fletcher cannot bat spin, so we'd have to go with Gayle. So
by
no,
good.
Yeah, by default. Good. So we are hoping that he will score runs, but I can't really see him going out there and dominating Hasaranga. But we are hoping for it though.
All right, look here. And one of the things that we have to look at, and still go back, I hear the gentleman who was on before, he said that Chase shouldn't be batting in Powerplay. And I tell you what, this game coming up, we're going to need Chase the most. Him, Edmire, Nicholas Puran. Puran came in this game and performed.
Or Australia?
Sri Lanka.
I'm not sure which one going to come next.
Okay. All right, I understand your point. I just want some clarification. I understand your point.
Right? Now, Edmire drew some runs. Edmire is the type of player, if Edmire settle down and just take off the big licks, what them call it, after I made and say, listen, I'm going to come on back today. Work the ball, turn the strike over. When the ball is bad, we get a hard 4, we get a hard 6. And these are the things that we have to look at going forward. Because listen, against Sri Lanka, they are going to turn the ball a lot with Sri Lanka. They are one of the teams in the tournament I see that is doing a lot with the ball as a spin bowler. Their spinners are doing a lot, right?
And
So
Afghanistan.
right now, and Afghanistan is not in our group still, but I didn't see their spinners much, but I see them. So I can tell you that, look here, if we can, you see, this is my thing. And this is, if our workers take it this way, I think we won't even have problems. Chris Gayle and Evan Lewis, but as long as they put on a long partnership, carry it deep for us until about the 10th or the 11th over. You see, if we can get our workers to be out there at 10th or 11th over, it will be a different ball game for us. Because then you can say to our guys who wants to play shot, but yet still you're not going to carry it away. You're going to have an aggressor at the wicket and a man who's going to work the ball and turn the single. And that's how you would need Rasta and Chase if you lose a wicket. If we lose a wicket, that we are at the high scoring tempo. Just as say we lose Evan Lewis, we say out for 50. Then you'd have to carry a man like Nicholas Puran to come at the wicket to say, all right, I'm going to take up the tempo. But then again, you have to be mindful of who you bring to the wicket when Chris Gayle is there, because one of the things that happened to us this morning, Chris Gayle struggled with Puran for a little while, because he couldn't be able to run the amount of singles that we have.
But here what the problem is now. Here what the problem is. The team is out there. We are going to run singles and we are going to hit boundaries. So if the single is there to be taken, you cannot make the man that is coming out to take the single. You can't ask the man not to run the single because Gayle is out there. If the single is there,
I'm not saying that. You're getting it wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
All right. So what was Gayle struggling with Puran with? What was the struggle?
All right. If you notice, Chris Gayle realized that Puran is the man who is seeing the ball big. Right? So he realized that, listen, the only way to get Puran on strike, I have to turn over the strike rapidly, get some quick singles. But Chris Gayle, Chris Gayle is a man that from day one, Chris Gayle can't manage to run for too long. But at the end of the day, you want a combination that I'm saying. If you get what I'm saying now, if you listen to what I'm saying, you realize what I'm saying. Listen, we need combination, and that is the problem. And that is the problem with our batting. We don't have any other problem. We just want to get each person where they're supposed to be. And we didn't have enough practice games to figure that out. And that is the problem for me. That is what I see based on our side. We didn't have the time to work it out. Now we're just seeing where some persons to bat and realizing that, listen, if I send this man there, if I send that man there, this will happen. So what the skipper did today and come early, it was a good move. That's the move he should have done from the game before. Again, South Africa, come up early and say, listen, I'm going to stamp my authority as a skipper and say, listen, I am going to sync with the team. That is it. That is how you want your skipper to be playing. But Lord, for me, he's just there and saying, listen, we need to win and we need to do this. Dictating. You have to lead from the front.
No, but we're going. Marlon. That is why I highlight the comment. That is why I highlight this comment. Yeah, that is why I highlight this comment, because I don't remember seeing Gayle and Puran out there together. That is why I highlight it. That's why I asked him first what it is that Gayle, what sort of pressure Puran put on Gayle, because I don't remember. Well, at the time I wasn't watching the early part, but I was following it on the phone. And I don't remember seeing Gayle and Puran out there. Gayle got out before even Gayle got out before even thing there.
Sorry, my mistake. It wasn't today's game. It wasn't today's game.
That's why I highlighted.
Was inside.
Yeah, it wasn't today's game.
All right, all on the good commentary there from you. We're going to double check and see if Sheldon is in the house. Sheldon, you're here? I add a couple more people to the stream, but we're not calling on them. We're not hearing them. Wayne was on, but we're hearing a lot of noise in Wayne's background. Lovens is the same thing. Why I don't add you back? When I add you, we're hearing a lot of feedback. So let me check again. Sheldon, you there? All right, we're not hearing Sheldon. All right, so Ian and Marlon, before we go back to who was that just now? Maury? All right, before we go back to Maury, the game coming up against Sri Lanka, Ian, how do you see our batsmen matching up against the likes of these spinners?
Spot to the bone.
Yeah, man, we calling
Spots
for
to
you,
the
but
bone.
each time,
Somebody calling you.
we're calling for you, but
Yeah,
each time we
every
call,
time I turn on the mic. Yeah, but every time I turn on the mic, it's being muted somehow.
all right, no man, all
But
right, but you are
no.
the only one that, you are the only one that can mute it. So just watch what you're pressing. All right, go ahead.
Let him talk. I'll hold on.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Right. Now, yeah, what's happening, sports to the bone? And good night, gentlemen and everybody. My problem with Chris Gale's selection is the pressure he putting on other players. All right. For instance, well, you say I didn't see the early part of the match today, right? Now, Lewis, some days he gets off and he starts hitting boundaries quickly. And some days he needs to push it around and then go. In the last game, he pushed it around. His first 9 balls, he had about 2 runs before he went off. Right? Simmons was the same thing. It's just that Simmons got stuck in the mode. Right? Now today, Lewis tried to push the ball around. Gayle refused to run singles. In the very next over, Lewis decided Gayle called for a single. He didn't go. And after that, Lewis just swing for the hills. Now, the problem is Gayle, to all of us, is a hero and an icon. So that Gayle will never get any blame. So the batsman at the other end must constantly push the score. Right? Gayle, what you do today? 4 for 10 balls. 4 singles.
4 off 10.
Right?
40 strike rate.
4 of 10. Yeah. That's what you do.
You're spot on, and that's why I call out bad performances. Gayle, Hitmaya, all of these guys not performing. They're not performing.
Out of frustration. Lewis went before him out of frustration. Lewis is our main opener. We need him at the wicket. And if the next batsman frustrated him so much that he hitting out and getting out, then that next batsman have to go. If I have a choice between keeping Gayle and keeping Lewis, Gayle has to go. I love him. I love him to all. I watch him all over the world. I follow him all over the world. Now Gayle and Lewis playing for the same CPL team. Do they open together?
No man, Lewis opens with Devon Thomas, I think.
Precisely. So not even in the CPL is Gayle being put to open with Lewis.
The
why
problem
are
with
we
today's
trying
game.
to force? Yeah, but why are we trying to force a situation where we must keep the icon in the game? So here's what. Look for somebody who not performing and give Gayle the place. That is wrong.
We're going to let Ian go afterwards, but this is me now. Everybody know by now. I like to select team based on performance. Gayle isn't in my team any at all, so we wouldn't have that problem. But let me just clear this up. I think we were forced into this situation today, having Gayle opening with Lewis, because Simmons not performing, Fletcher not performing, so I guess by default he had to open. But I can't defend him. I love what he has done for West Indies cricket, but he's not doing it anymore. So just like any other batsman, drop him. It is as simple as that. That is how I see.
Before Ian come on, let me make one point about Simmons. Let me make one point about Simmons before Ian come on. Now, Simmons need to be relaxed to bat. I don't know if you remember when he came to the TNT side, was it last year, as a late replacement? And he was on a small contract, and then he ended up playing for the whole season. Remember that season? What happened
Yes.
when he started off very tentative. But as soon as they tell him, hey, you here for the season, Simmons started to score one set of runs. So
Yeah, but the
Simmons
problem with
have to be calm to bat. So
no, but
when
the
you
problem,
be under the pressure that way, if I fail, again drop, he will not bat.
no, but
It's as
I
simple
think all
as
of the
that.
players, I think most of the players are under that pressure, thinking that if they fail, they're going to get dropped. But Simmons hasn't performed in a while now. Simmons hasn't made any runs for us in a long time now. So it's not like he was performing and then he came and didn't perform in 2 games and we say, all right, drop him. He hasn't scored any runs in a while. He hasn't scored any runs in a long while.
Outside of the 60-something Gayle make, how much international runs Gayle make for the
No, man,
season?
listen to me,
Check
brother.
that
I'm not
against Simmons' record for the season.
listen to me, brother. I'm not comparing the two men.
None of them playing well.
Listen to me, brother.
I'm muting my mic.
No. All right, listen to me, brother. I'm not comparing the two of them, because my initial statement was Gayle is not even in my team, right? So I'm just pointing out to you that Simmons hasn't been scoring any runs, any at all. So this is not me making an argument for Gayle to play over Simmons because Gayle is not even in my team. But I'm just saying to you that Simmons hasn't been scoring any runs. So I guess because he had 2 poor innings at the top, they just decided that they're going to try with Gayle. You understand? But if it was up to me, none of these guys would be playing.
Let's be blunt about it. Both of them have been terrible, but Simmons has been worse than Gayle.
The guy is not doing much.
The man has a strike rate of 45. Gayle's strike rate is 100 in both games. You don't even need to say anything else.
Yeah. I could kind of move from that little point. Ian, what I want to we're going to touch a fresh point.
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts on how we should approach going up against Sri Lanka, knowing that we need this victory? How are we going to deal with these spinners? You're going to stick with the same batting lineup, or you're going to tweak anything at all to come up against the spinners, or you leave it? I know we don't want to change our winning team. So inside of the 11 that played today, what sort of changes you would make, or you don't want any changes?
Well, I don't really see the need for any change right now because I was satisfied that we lose early wickets and still was able to rebound. So because we always lose early wickets, I mean, let me face it, Lewis, you're going to be out on Lewis for them low scores every time. So we know Lewis could hold an end. Chris Gayle, what I like with Chris Gayle still is that at least he don't waste time. If he had to out, he does out. People like Simmons and absorb 30-something balls to give you 15 runs. So understand too. You remember this guy, what Narayan used to do, why Narayan used to open?
They used to have him pinch hitting.
Right. So if he swing and he hit, after 10 balls, it's either Narayan reach about 30 runs or he out. But he's not going to sit down there and absorb balls. And that is the main thing you want in the first 6 overs. You don't want to absorb balls. You want to be able to have a 2 runs, a 1 run, a thing, and then a 6 or 4. So that I don't have a problem with the side right now, even if it stay the same. I hear somebody say about Chase, but Chase, I find Chase was looking real nice with them on drives. No, the off drives. He nice trade, bat nice. It didn't reach a boundary, but he was able to run 2 sometimes.
Yeah, it was good.
He was looking really good in picking his spaces. So I love the idea of Chase staying at 3 and so on. All we have to do is people have to settle down and play the part. This guy, Hetmeyer. Hetmeyer is our biggest problem right now in the sense that I would never drop him, but he need to come to the party. And that is the problem we have right now. Hetmeyer need to come to the party. Puran came today, right? Lewis have been always there. But there are some of them need. Russell have been unfortunate, right? But Hetmeyer, these men will pick because
they need runs.
There's our future. These are the youths, right? So we need, I say the same exact side, right?
Yeah.
But certain people have to come to the party. That is my view.
The thing with What was I gonna say just now? Yeah, remember the last live, and I think it was last night. We were talking about the same thing that you just brought up with Chase. Sometimes not getting the ball to the boundary, but being able to run twos. And when Chase wasn't there, we had somebody batting at number 3, or if they bat him at 4, we had somebody batting at 3 that would try and power the ball, and then you find that the ball will rush to the fielder, and sometimes they don't even get a single.
Yes.
While Chase would just maybe manipulate the field, get the ball down to the boundary, even if it doesn't go over the boundary rope, and get a 2 or so. You understand? While some of the guys, they just overthink the thing, overcook it, and sometimes that's how the dot balls come about.
Yeah, Simmons was batting the ball straight to the fielders.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes he hit the ball, sometimes he did hit it hard, or sometimes he hit a late cut straight to the man right there. So that's why Simmons left, because Simmons was not getting into the space to make a 2 runs or 3 runs, nothing. But he used to be able to do that. As I said,
exactly.
I think, honestly, he's either out of form or when he get hit, he have some kind of injury or something. Because he's not the same person.
I have been saying this for a while. Remember last night we spoke about it. Was saying that the Lendl Simmons that I know, he was always a player that is risky, that can manipulate the ball, use his feet down the track. Sometimes going using his feet down the track, he will get out stumped and all of that. But he's known to go down the pitch, manipulate it, but it's just not working right now.
Yeah.
I see somebody said
confidence.
I see somebody said and lack of runs.
We just need to we're going to go to the victory to apply ourselves. This boy Hetmeyer had to get the act together.
Hetmeyer definitely needs some runs.
If he gets his act together along with Puran and these guys, well, just 2 of them alone can win a match.
Exactly.
Them is 2 beasts. I think what tires
you see.
But
hold on, just let Ian.
You just want to give him a role.
Sorry?
Yeah, man, just let Ian finish. Go ahead, Ian. Then we'll come back to you, Murray.
Right. One of the things I was looking at is the amount of left-handers we have. And the only time I see
Ian, we have a lot of them.
the only way you can manipulate the pattern or change it is according to if you feel you're getting a bowler too comfortable on one length and line. And so you want to offset it, so you bring in Russell early or Pollard early.
Or Bravo.
Yeah, or Bravo to offset the left-hander thing, because we make it easy for a bowler to just keep putting it on one spot against the whole line of left-handers. So that's the only thing I see as the match flowing, right? And we playing so long and the match flowing. If we see we have a certain bowler who loves to have left-handers, if a wicket fall, you bring in a right-hander, just in that situation according to how it's going. But more or less the same order once everything flowing nicely. But if you realize you need to jump in and throw in somebody like how Pollard walk in today, to kind of offset the left-hander thing all the time, that's a good move too. That is it.
Right. Hey, let me say one thing, Max. Let me say one thing. You see what Pollard did today? By retiring hurt, Lendl Simmons should have done the same thing in that South Africa game. Because, listen, if he had retired hurt, we would have had a better chance in that game. At number 2, that man should have retired hurt and said, listen, it's not working out for me today. As opposed to
feeling drained. I say I'm feeling drained. Like Marlon Chipo. Marlon.
No. I agree. You're like, yes, come up with something.
Oh, yeah, you're saying it.
I'm dehydrated. Cramps.
What?
Something.
But yeah, Maury. Coming back to you, Marlon. You're there still?
Yes, when I'm here.
You were saying something when Ian was on. You can go ahead.
No, I was saying that Lendl Simmons needs confidence. He lacks of confidence right now. He's not the same Simmons that everybody used to. And I think, our cricketers are playing a lot of cricket right across the world. I think sometimes they just need to take a break. Just take some break sometime and
refresh.
Get yourself fresh. Because remember,
Oh, your internet tripping out, man.
Yeah, man. Remember, you know, that is the same thing is catching Andre Russell right now. You know. Remember how in the IPL.
Whoa,
You better now?
no, you're tripping out, man. We're not hearing it. It's in and out, in and out. Missing out a big chunk of what you're saying. A big chunk of what you're saying. Yeah, go ahead.
You hear me better now? Yeah, I'm saying
we're
that
hearing you.
what it is that Andre Russell in the last part of IPL, when he pick up that niggle, he should have just tell himself, so listen, look here, yes, I know that he signed a contract, but you know, these guys know how they feel when they're going to be, you know, down. You know, you must get an indication with your body. You know how much cricket your body can manage. You're getting older, you know, and yes, everybody's looking about the money and everything, but at the end of the day, you have to take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't play the cricket. And that's how affect us in this competition. That's one of the things. We have a lot of injuries. So we need to take care of ourselves. Our bodies need to be relaxed. Some of the man them now go home and relax themselves. Them a party too much licks and too much this. So I mean, we need to just relax ourselves. Just play the cricket for it merit. And you know, as me always tell the youngsters them, say, look man, you take it one ball, one innings. You have to just take it at one time. You say, even though you go out there, you might stroke the ball and you find so you have fine feel as the quickest thing to do. As the gentleman said earlier, that's what Simmons should do. Paul I realized today that he can't get this ball off the square too much and you have to be trying. So what he did, he was not feeling well for true, but he just retired after the care. We can't hold up the team. We have to leave the field to make somebody else can come turn over the strike and make we have the runs on the board. And that is what happened. But anyway, we can't look at what passed. We have to look at the positives now. And I think what we need to do, the same batting that we portray today with the 53 partnership between Puran
and Chase.
I think we need that. Yes, we need that to be continuing. So each wicket, I think our guys are not valuing their wickets. To me, they just come and swing their bat and that's it. But I think we need to value our wickets and say, listen, I'm not going to be out by this ball. Or if I can't score this one for 4 or 6, then I'm going to just work the ball and see until we make a mistake, then I capitalize. But I said to somebody today that you see this World Cup is a different. We're playing. The pitches are one of the biggest tournament competition. A lot of teams are struggling because they are very slow, they are very low. So a lot of these batsmen, they don't know how to play on these type of wickets. And with their international experience, they should have, because maybe when the IPL was going on wicket, we're more of a batting track. You know, but for me, they're trying to put it for the batsman and the bowler. But in a T20 game, yes, it should be even. But at the end of the day, it shouldn't have so much pitches that are turning so much that, you know, I look at it. I look at it in several ways. But I think we can go through the group. We can, and we will. But we just have to put ourselves together. And I think some of each batsman have to hold up their hand and say, listen, I'm going to go and I'm going to do my best out there on the field, whether I'm batting, whether I'm bowling. Anytime we get the chance to bat last, you will see what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We are a team that better chase better.
Yeah, man.
We are going to, anytime we get the opportunity to bat last, we're going to explode. But we have to learn to adapt to set targets as well.
You see, that is our thing, you know. We are known as a chasing team, yes. And that is why I want to see them do it, because you watch a lot of cricket based on what I'm hearing. So you'll remember that who was it that we played and we got a 168 or 165. I think we got 165, 168 and I think 169 in 3 innings and we weren't able to chase it.
South Africa.
Do you understand? Was it South Africa?
South Africa.
Yeah. So I'm not saying the same thing is. Yeah, I'm not saying the same thing is going to happen here. You know, I'm just saying this to show that the batsmen need to apply themselves, as you say, whether they are batting first or bowling first. Sheldon, you there? Yeah, coming back to your Murray. Sheldon.
Yes, Sports to the Bone. Yes, gentlemen. Yes, I hear. Talk to me.
Yeah, coming back to your Murray soon. Yeah, we were talking about what sort of changes we need going into Sri Lanka, seeing that it's going to be a team that is filled of spinners. You're not changing anybody because you don't want to change a winning team, right? What sort of plans you have going into Sri Lanka?
I'm playing Simmons and Lewis on top because for me, so far, they have been giving us the best power play. Right?
Oh.
After that, I'm bringing in, if I lose an early wicket, I'm bringing in Chase to bat and let all the power hitters hit around them. Part of our problem, I feel, is that most of our side bats as lower order hitters. Pollard batting all the way down at 6, Hetmeyer coming in 6 and 7 for his side, Puran coming in 5. Lewis is the only one that opens. So we really have no top order batsman in the side. So that when it comes to now, the thing about top order batsmen is that they rotate strike a lot and they put away the bad balls. But lower order batsmen, because they bat a limited number of balls, their mental state is to look for boundaries.
Exactly.
And a lot of times, when you're looking for boundaries, it's a high risk situation. So
high risk, yeah.
Get out. So you find that people like Hetmeyer, Puran was doing it also, was hitting 2 fours and the next ball catch out. Russell coming in, going for a 6 the first ball, could get out the second ball, and now we would have criticized Simmons, and he is due for some criticism. But I listened to Pollard when he came for the interview, and he said after the power play, we did not want to lose any wickets. So that in his mind, it was unfortunate that Simmons got stuck in the slow mode, but he was kind of quite satisfied of our score after the power play, and he decided, hey, here's what. We don't want to lose any wickets. Because remember, fresh in his mind, in the game before, we got bowled out for 55. In the back of your mind, right, can I trust the next batsman that coming in to score? It's all well and good to say retire hurt or hit out and get out. But then if the next batsman coming in,
he will have to score. It's not that the runs it put down for him.
Well then, so you're between a rock and a hard place.
But I understand what you're saying, that he didn't want to lose any wicket in the power play. But regardless of what he's saying, I am almost certain that he did not want, during the same power play and a little bit outside, the batsman at the top there to make 16 of 35 deliveries in a T20 game. You understand?
None of us wanted that. None of us wanted that.
Understand.
But the good thing about it, while he was doing that, Lewis was scoring heavily at the next end, so that it balanced off.
But I get what you're thinking. But you see, if it was closer to a runner ball, I would almost say that it would have been balanced off. Similarly to like how Puran was teeing off very well today, and then we had Chase doing his thing, 39 of 44, 46, close to a runner ball. You understand? But I think where we're knocking him so much, it was too far away from a runner ball. I think that was the issue.
Yeah, I fully agree.
Opinion. In my opinion, I think that's. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but
we win today. I feel again my chance the next game. If he fail, I'm going back to Gayle. I'm going back to Gayle against Australia, against the pace, I go in with Gayle because he could step out and hit it through the offside, hit it over the top with the pace.
Gayle that
right?
is.
Gayle that is.
But Gayle hasn't been.
one
But Gayle
second,
hasn't been. Gayle hasn't been stepping out in a while to hit anything.
If Simmons fail, if you give him a chance next game and he fail, all are we packing and going home?
Well, we might be packing and going home anyway. So,
anyways, but your plan though, Sheldon. We haven't seen Gayle stepping out and hitting in a good while now. You understand? So I don't know. The top order is just not settled. It's not settled, and that is why I was a bit taken aback. That they decided not to play chase in the first two games. Not saying that we would have won the game, but for those who follow the channel will know that myself, Marlon, and a lot of guys that are always on and in the comment section were saying that it is clear that this is what the team needs, somebody to sort of glue the thing together. Because we have a lot of power hitters, so you need somebody that can bat. Look at every other team. I say this on the live every night. Every other team have somebody that can bat to either open or bat at number 3 to stabilize the innings. You understand? We have a lot of power hitters. We need somebody that can bat.
Yeah, but you had no choice but to play Gayle after they give him that kind of support and saying he's the best in the world and so on.
No,
you
man.
Couldn't put him on the bench. You couldn't put him on the bench after that, eh?
No, man. The coach and the captains, the coach and the captain and all of them, they are the ones that do that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter your record. It doesn't matter the track record. If you are not doing good over a period of time, it is very unlikely that you are going to magically just jump up and produce. I use David Warner as an example. He has been horrible, right? He got a 60 the other day and bat his team to victory. Gayle, you see, I want to see him do it, but I won't support it blind. I am going off. I respect all of what he has done. I respect all the records, but it goes without saying. If we look at this and say, boy, we're going to use a man because he has the most runs in this, he is dominant, he was this, he was that, then we can go back for some of the top players them that were dominant before. Because it simply means that because you were dominant before, you will still be dominant now, There's a reason why the man is not scoring any runs, He's not as dominant as he used to be. It is clear. Yes, Marlon.
It's a reason why 99% of sportsmen retire before the age of 40.
Exactly. I explained it to them the other night, Marlon.
It is not accident. So the people are telling us that they are waiting on Gayle.
Most 50.
Big. There's a reason why people retire before that age. Like, it is not rocket science. Like, you cannot do the things you used to do when you were younger.
I explained to them, Marlon. There's a thing in sport called I think Morris said he's a coach, so more than likely we'll know this. There's a thing called the principle of diminishing return. Once you reach a certain age in sport, you start going down. As Ian said the other night, you don't produce a certain amount of things that you used to produce when you are 22, 23. You understand? You're going to have the one or two players that will be able to perform at a high level still, but it's not the norm.
But Lennox, Gayle is one of those persons, Gayle was one of those persons because remember it was 2 years ago Gayle almost made a century in the IPL.
All right. That is why we're saying 2019.
Far gone.
Yeah, 2019 wasn't too bad for him, but he was basically there. You understand? And I know people going to say there are people out there. One of the commenters spoke about Zlatan, right? 40 scoring a lot of goals in a big league. You understand? But high-hand coordination. This is cricket. This is cricket, man. You're coming up against youngsters in their prime. So it doesn't mean that because you dominated for years, it means they are going to be able to dominate the youngsters that are performing equally as well as how you used to perform. If you understand what I mean.
Supposed to the ball are soon be back, yeah?
All right, boss.
I'm still on, but I'm just gonna remember.
The intimidation factor, Lennox, is no longer there. The intimidation factor is no longer there.
Exactly.
No longer get intimidated when they are and deliver a ball to Gayle. Listen, I see even spinners nowadays who Gayle used to hike over long on and long off. No bowling Gayle. Average spinners. Like we're not talking about your Rashid Khans and your Abdul Rashid and
average.
your Zampa. We're talking about average.
It's a reason. It's a reason.
Like, come on, man.
See Simpson saying it here. Look at Warner, Beerstow, Kane Williamson, Babarazam. They all move their feet because those guys are batting. They are not slugging. They are batting. Right? That is it. That is the difference. And see somebody say Hetmyer needs to grow up. I did a video on this a couple months ago where I don't remember which past cricketer was saying he laughs around and jokes around on the field too much. You understand? I don't know. I don't know if I would go right into it and say it is because of his laughing and his kidding around. It is just because some people play with a free spirit and you get good performance out of them. It is just doing the same thing over and over. That is the problem. And giving the same reaction. Jermaine Blackwood, we have a test coming up against Sri Lanka, so we can even drop this in it. He is one of them that continues to say that does the same thing. Always play the ball to mid-on or mid-off, gets out. So it's the same thing we're having with Hetmyer, you know?
I think Hetmyer hairstyle, hair color could be a problem. I think that's an indication of what's going on. You understand? Because me and you ain't wearing that. You know what I'm saying? I put on blue one and then a flashing red the other day and a pink and all kind of thing. I keep eye what's going on there. It's a normal.
As Marlon said the other night, the guys are more consistent with the hairstyle. Guys, Marlon reminding you all to like up the live, like up the live, man.
I'm gotta like your thing and leave a comment. You gotta leave a comment. But I really disappointed at Maya because they really say he was the next thing after Lara. Kind of like, but even Darren Bravo still accomplished something about his 8 centuries and tests, so even Darren, even though he's not doing that hot now, when they say he looked like Lara, still did something for a period, but Hetmyer not doing like Hetmyer.
But the funny thing about it still, Ian, Hetmyer has about 5 T20 ODI centuries, if I'm not mistaken,
Yep.
But like,
no test centuries.
So he in dimension, he getting old then. I can't understand how he making the same mistake over and over and then look at the bottom of the bat. Yeah, that is the problem.
I when the ball hit in the middle of the bat, the man looking at the bottom of the bat. That is the problem. That is the issue. It's getting older. So you see, a couple of years ago, somebody had said to me that Hetmyer and Pooran wouldn't be solid in my test team right now, and I would say to them, no man, don't say that. You understand? But it's as if we are still waiting on them to arrive. Yeah. You understand? Not saying that they don't chip in every now and again, but we are still waiting on these guys to arrive. Just
and
as how
they're getting older and older and older.
Exactly. You know the amount of youngsters as he come and arrive at the international stage. Since these guys, Marnus Lamache, I think he's a little bit older than those guys. Yeah. How old is Marnus Lamache? Marnus Lamache is probably number 3. I'm certain Marnus Lamache is ranked within the number 10, within maybe all the top 6 in Test cricket right now.
Most definitely.
I am certain of that. He's not playing much T20 cricket because we know how the thing goes. But when it comes down to batting, Marnus Lamache, I'm almost certain that he came on the scene after Hetmyer and Pooran. We know that these guys would have played a lot of county cricket and things like that, So when they finally arrive on the scene, they are expected to be a little bit better than our guys. But these guys have been playing international cricket for a while. Marnus Lamache arrived. Oli Pope not very consistent, but he's scoring runs. You understand? Richard Pant, as we said a couple of times, these are guys that we put them in the same sort of caliber as these guys and say the talent is there. So what is the issue? Why are they not turning over? Why are we not seeing the runs?
And because of that, Hetmyer always looking at his bat like he's trying to blame the bat. You know what I mean? It's always the bat's fault. It's never his.
Why? I remember when I was going to school, and you get a certain amount of time to write something off the board or to work out a math problem. And when I don't get it finished, when I don't get it done in time, and I always say that, boy, my pencil point is broken or the pen is not writing. You know what the teacher always say? A bad workman blames his tool. I don't know how many of you guys know that. Poor or a bad workman will blame his tool. So you see, we need these guys to come now, man.
Yeah, if the ball staying low, for instance, Maya just need to make a step forward. You need to bat a little closer so that when he swing, it don't hit the end of the bat, it hit the mid of the bat. But you can't be staying in one place all the time. And when you swing, you're hitting ball at the end of the bottom of the bat and it's not going over the boundary. And then what you bat and you vex with the bat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really tough. It's really tough. And looking at these guys, I know we have a lot of Carl Hooper fans on here. I didn't see a lot of him. I see the latter part of his career, right? I didn't see much of him, but based on what I heard, the guy was one of the most talented guys when it comes on to playing the ball, stroking the ball around and looking pretty. So, not disrespecting him because he still the record is still there to show that he would have accomplished something. But with equal amount of talent or similar qualities, we don't want this sort of conversation 10 years from now when these guys retire, 10, 12 years from now. You understand? We don't want the same sort of conversation. We want people to be able to say, all right, these guys came on the scene, they started off slowly, but look, they have definitely conquered and mastered. That is what I want, You see, my problem why I'm so harsh on these guys now, I'll give you guys a chance to go afterwards. I love my cricket, but I didn't get a chance to see a winning West Indies team. So that is why I will be so tough on them. When I say a winning West Indies team, I mean a team that can go on a series and dominate in Test cricket, dominate in ODI. I haven't really gotten a chance to see that. You understand? So that I think they won Champions Trophy in 2004, but not talking about that. I want to see us going on Test series. Australia begging to play us, right, in Test series, and we go and dominate them. That is the start. I didn't see 70s cricket. I didn't see 80s cricket, right? I basically started when we were dwindling down the latter part of Wash and Curtly, Ambrose, Marlon, Ian, and the others. And so, if you understand, that is why we go so hard, because we see, not to say these guys are, can be classified as the golden generation. The golden generation has already passed. But we are seeing quality, we are seeing talent. So we want these guys to mature to a point where they can go out, go overseas, dominate series and combat. That is my problem. From the time I born and watching cricket, I see Ricky Ponting dominating with his Aussie team in the early 2000s, come right up till when, South Africa, they were doing their thing, but not winning any major trophy. You understand? India won 2 World Cup with Dhoni. I haven't seen anything for West Indies separate and apart for our T20 World Cup. I want to see Test wins. I want to see ODI. See New Zealand win what the thing name what them win the other day? What the thing when New Zealand win the other day again?
World Test
Championship. I want to win that too, Me want to win that too. You understand? So that is why we kind of get so upset when you see these guys doing the same foolishness over and over. Well, that is my rant and my preaching for now. I'll let somebody else go again. Every now and again, me have to rant and preach, Yeah, man. Somebody is chipping with the next point now. Let me rest the throat.
Well, another thing though, and this is not West Indies no more, this is Pakistan. I don't know if anybody realized, everybody was watching the Pakistan game. But I mean, those commentators, they're having a love affair with Baba Azam. I mean, when I say a love affair, I mean a love affair. If Baba Azam scores,
they are worshipping him.
Lennox,
you're falling in short. They are worshipping the man. And Shine Shafridi.
Shahid Jaffrey the less. Listen, if Baba Azam scores a single, the commentators lose their minds.
Yeah, man. My God, what a shot by Baba Azam for a single.
For one. Listen, I don't know who else in world cricket right now get the praises that Baba Azam is getting. I mean, these guys are showing him with so much love.
Man.
It is comical at this point.
Why, if Pakistan ever win this in a Marlon.
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they have a team to win,
Listen, I rather them over India.
Yeah, it would be good. It would be good.
I rather them over India.
The only thing is that I would want Kohli to win something before really stepping down. But the Pakistanis, they are humble.
I rather
you know,
Pakistan do it. I don't want Australia or England to
they're
win.
humble, but you know, Babar Azam is good, you know. He's a very good player. But
Listen,
as I said, they are painting some rainbows on him. Well, let me not use rainbow. I don't want people. I don't want. Let me just say they are singing his praises.
That was in the Bible. The rainbow was in the Bible. That is what the Lord said, no more rain.
Let me say they are singing his praises. They are singing his praises. But I don't know. I don't know if you guys saw the earlier part, Marlon. In the game against Afghanistan, where was Shine Shafridi trying to bowl 200 miles per hour?
Yes.
I
didn't see that part. I see a man any match like Braffett. A man hit about 4-6 in the last over.
consecutive.
I was actually at the road. Who those 6 came off? Hassan Ali?
No, I don't know. No, you're talking about the Pakistan player. It wasn't Pakistan.
Pakistan
win the game. That's what Pakistan win
the
game.
I actually went on the road, you know. Went on the road.
They say that's why they pick him. They say he's a finisher. Cause I see him in another match beating up people at the end. He look like he's a real bully. He look like he's a real beat man at the end.
Oh, it's Asif Ali.
Yes, I think so. But
Asif Ali.
I don't know if anybody else noticed that Afghanistan is trying to apply West Indies strategy of old.
Hey, that is exactly what I was going to say. Shine Shafridi and Harris Rolfe, they were peppering them and the guys were just walking down and swinging in them, man. Oh my word. It was fun to watch. The last 3 early wicket, but it was fun to watch.
Fearless Lennox. I mean,
so how fast Afridi is bowling?
Afridi is bowling quick, man.
150 today.
Yeah, man. I think at one point in time I heard them saying that Nakia bowled 151, and I think they said he went to Shine Afridi got to 150. So they were saying he needs one more to get up to
that's about 92. About 92.
Yeah, man, that is 90 little bit, man. That is quick, man. Quick.
Very quick.
Wow.
Rapid. And the ball was swinging. I mean, it wasn't on point in today's game, you know, as regards to being spot on with the Yorkers and all of that, you know. I saw the man actually, was it Martin Guptill in the New Zealand game that he hit on the foot, and even when the game finished, the man was happy.
Yes.
But Lennox, I think he bowled a Yorker today at 150.
Yeah.
I think one of the Yorkers today was 150, and the Afghanistan bowler batsman digged it out.
Yeah.
That's true.
See, Patriots telling us, yes, this guy bowling quick too, you know, Marlon. Ralph, I think it's Harris Ralph. I didn't know that he was that quick.
Listen,
I had no idea that the guy was that quick.
Pakistan has a bowling lineup that is sick, and they have the best bowling lineup in this tournament.
The only place they fall in short, Marlon, is with the tricky bowler Hassan Ali. You know that they expect to come with these little subtle changes and things. He has been traveling since the World Cup, but Iman Razim, all of those guys, Iman Razim, boy, they are doing well.
They have a 3-pronged pace attack, and I'm including Asif. What's the Hassan Ali inside it?
Hassan Ali, yeah.
Pakistan on high there.
3 bowlers bowling consistently above 140.
Yeah, man. Quick, man. Quick.
But Pakistan, I hope, because that kind of high day, sometimes you peak to a point where when the real action starts, 20 to start to cry. Because even today, I see someone kind of cry before that man hit 4 sixes at the end. They was behind bad,
You know, I was
behind
I didn't see it,
very far.
Yeah,
I didn't see it, you know.
Ian,
I went on the road. I didn't see the last part.
Lost their mind when Baba Azam got out. I know the entire country of Pakistan. when Rashid, I think it was Rashid out Baba Azam. I think, I'm not sure.
Yes.
Yeah, let me tell you. Yeah, Rashid Khan bowled him. Based on what I'm seeing here, he was bowled by Rashid Khan. Yeah, so it was Asif Ali. I'm seeing Asif Ali 25 off 7.
Yes. It was him with the 4 consecutive sixes.
But today, I say Afghanistan beating Pakistan. I tell you, 20-something runs, one more over. One more over. That man come and hit 4-6 or something like that. I want to know, is that bad bowling or just great hitting?
I didn't see it, but you see sometimes. Yeah, I didn't see it, but we have a tendency. Yeah, we have a tendency when the. Yeah, I hear somebody shouting match up. Go ahead now, then I'll go afterwards.
Yeah. What happened is that the spinner bowled the 18th over, and Ali said that he was waiting on the next man. As a matter of fact, he turned down a single of the last ball so that he could have gotten the matchup with the pace bowler. And he was going to the small side of the ground. So he was saying, because I listened to the interview after, he was saying, he was telling his partner who was batting with him at the time that here's what, I feel I could even get 25 off for the next over. So let me try not to get out in this over, and I will take in responsibility the next over, because actually they wanted 24 for 12 balls coming to the end, and he got 24 in the 19th over.
But what you would have, if you were bowling, how you would bowl in a situation like that if you had the ability? I don't know, this man hitting thing from anywhere?
Yeah. Listen, if when you watch the game, man,
but the thing about it is that
missed the wild Yorkers. He missed the wild Yorkers marginally, and he traveled. He wasn't bowling that body, like marginally. But he missed those wild Yorkers. And
I feel what set him off. What set him off? You see that first ball that went for 6? Because the first ball went for 6.
Bring the confidence.
He bowled a wide in the second ball. The man missed. He bowled a length ball, the third ball. He get hit for 6 again. He bowled a next wide Yorker, the fourth ball. He get a next dot ball. You know he bowled a next length ball?
6.
The fifth, he traveled for 6 again. And by that time, he mind was gone already. So the last ball at the over also went for 6.
You see why it's important to have very accurate bowlers?
Precisely.
It's not easy to hit those
innings, you know. It's very dangerous. If you can't mix it up, you will travel.
You have to be subtle. You see, that is why we have to respect the likes of Lasif, who did it for so long, Malinga, that is. You understand? He was an expert bowling. I know somebody will remind me that he traveled in the
World Cup against Samuels.
Yes, Marlon Samuels really took him apart.
I like him too.
Yeah, but generally speaking, he usually hits it. That is to show how difficult it is to really hit those in the latter part. Yeah, man, Marlon Samuels treated him really roughly.
Who's the guy who bowled 4 dot balls to Brussels, boy?
It was Mitchell Stark. The left arm pace from Australia.
The batting manual.
Yeah, it was Mitchell Stark. I think Wayne is back on. Finally, Wayne. We're hearing a lot of breeze and thing, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, for real, man. I was in the park. You mean the batting manual?
The batting manual.
Just having dinner, you went and eat all your food and thing and drink all your thing, and you come back now. I see that, you know.
Yeah, man. The guys are calling me the batting manual, you know. But having said that, you know, we really miss him in the team, you know. I mean, you know, I am thinking he was much to deal with at times, but you know, we really miss him. We really miss him in the team.
Yeah, but we're still missing Narayan.
Yeah, we miss Narayan, we miss Badri, we miss Samuels, we miss all of them. We miss the luck and the ability to get the team together from Sammy. You know, because Sammy seems as if he's a glue and everybody just glue onto him. You understand? I hear him doing his thing in the commentary box. You understand? Saying the guy standing down there on the boundary.
Personality.
But Sammy keep forgetting he's a commentator now, man. He think he's still resting this cap. He keeps saying we.
Yes,
So
of
when
course.
you become a commentator,
Yeah.
you got to be a little more neutral.
Passion, man, the passion. That I don't know if I have seen anybody as passionate as a Darren Sammy.
They just give you that leeway sometimes, you know. To go ahead and be a little passionate. They get a little leeway sometimes, but I understand what you're saying. He really should be.
No, Sammy
It'll
will
slip
board
out.
with it.
It'll slip out sometimes. With Bishop too, it'll slip out sometimes. Huh? The we and
Bishop is trying to be a little more balanced, but
I know.
Sammy
He's young in it still,
rooted for the
man.
team, but Sammy like a
He's
cheerleader.
young in it still. He's young in it still, you know. So hopefully he will eventually become one of the top notch or one of the top dogs in
I
it.
like Sammy too, but it was one thing Sammy could do. He have our vibes. But you see, he was doing a little drink and a little dance something. You see him in CPL dancing on the place.
Yeah, I saw him. You know, I'm talking about commentators, guys. You know who I'm really impressed with, even though he's really doing some analytic work. Dale Steyn, he sounds really good. Sounds clear, sounds calm. If somebody had said to me that is how Dale Steyn speak, I would say no. Just looking at Dale Steyn bowling when he was at his peak, I couldn't imagine Dale Steyn sounding like that in the commentary box. You guys actually hear him?
Well, no, I didn't hear him, but I know he's like animal on the field.
He's there, man. He sounds real calm and cool. Yeah, man, he sounds good.
Well, you never hear a fella called Henry Blofield, but Henry Blofield was one of the greatest commentators ever. That was in the days of West Indies prime. The one who would tell you, and he bowled the ball, and he cuts us late as yesterday.
Yesterday, I remember hearing you talking about it yesterday.
And we see the birds are flying, and they describing the scenery, and Henry Blofield, one of the best. Boy, those days, you didn't even have to see the cricket. Just when they describe what's going on, you could see everything in their mind. The way they would tell you about the flush of guys, green grass, and the wicket now is this color gray, and he comes in from the pavilion end, and
the thing is that though I can almost guarantee those guys were good enough, but I can almost guarantee you that those guys were radio commentators, right?
Yes.
They are very good at setting the scenery. Very good.
Yeah, really
you know who I think would probably go on to be a good commentator if he, well, not to say he's not good, but if he really decided that he was going to move away from his show and all of that. Andrew Mason isn't too bad, you know.
Yes.
He isn't too bad. But out of all of these commentators, I respect Faz. I respect all of the top class Indian commentators that they have. But Fazir Mohammed is the man that allowed me to fall in love with cricket. Here I tell you, Fazir Mohammed is to be given praise. Well, not praise, but to be honored when it comes on to commentating.
Yes.
That guy allowed me to fall in love with this game. Oh my God, man.
Respect for that, man.
Majority of the things that I know now, I learned listening to Fazir Mohammed. History, explaining the game, majority of the things. You see back in the days when KB and Wireless used to sponsor West Indies cricket, 2003, 4, 5, and those days, Fazir was doing a lot of commentary back then.
Their logo was always on the run-up.
Yes, man, yes. Fazir Mohammed, man. Oh my word, the guy is excellent.
He was really perturbed about the cockle.
Yeah.
I don't want to make mistake pronouncing the name, even though he behaved like one.
Yes,
but what I'm saying,
we saw what you did there, Ian. We saw what you did there.
Yeah. See, somebody just raised the next one. We're going to talk about him Malika after.
Tony Kozia.
Yeah, we saw what they did. Tony Kozia was very good also. Very good.
Kozia, yeah. Kozia.
Yeah.
I used to love to hear Kozia. He used to make me
Kozia used to make me cricket. You're familiar with William Lennox?
Who's that?
I view Faz as the modern day CLR James.
Yeah, I don't know him as in watch the game, but looking at YouTube, I usually hear him on commentary.
No man.
On YouTube.
He was the historian. The Trinidadian historian. CLR James.
CLR James is the one from Trinidad that was banned.
Isn't he the guy that usually comes on? He works with ESPN?
No, man.
No. He's the historian. He's talking about a historian from Trinidad.
No. Yes, a Trinidadian historian. CLR
was banned by years ago. Every book was banned because of, didn't say he preaching communism and all kind of things. Yeah,
He was a master in this.
Yeah, probably mixing him up.
CLR
Yeah.
game is the
But he
man
was
who right beyond the boundary, beyond the boundary.
Right.
Yep. He was
Oh, I know that novel, man.
Yeah, but he was at
Right.
He's the man who right.
The Max.
But they had come to think of it, they had some issues with that guy, man.
Yeah,
a lot of issues with him.
Trinidad
political issues.
Yeah, they had a lot of political issues with him.
All
He's
his
usually
books were banned
yeah.
in Trinidad.
He come from
Williams
plagiarist.
Hold on. We're having two persons at a time. Yeah.
I'm saying he comes from minor kind of political woods, so I have no problem. None whatsoever.
I think you see when a man is able to come out and speak what is on his mind. Sometimes it might not be politically correct, but you see, when you're associated with certain things, they will say that you're not good for business. It doesn't necessarily mean that what you are saying isn't spot on. Let's just say sometimes what you are saying is not good for business.
They will label you as a radical.
Yeah.
Because remember,
you gotta be politically correct.
Yeah. Williams wrote from capitalism to from slavery to capitalism. So it was different ideas. It was a different clashing of ideas, you know. So it was a very sensitive time.
And he came through the Cold War era.
He was very intellectual and a lover of cricket. Yeah, a lover of cricket. You know, so cricket, as I said again, what cricket means to us is different to other people. Cricket meant overcoming colonialism and thing, and this is why every time I see it and I see like we are nobody now, there's only a set of them teams and ahead of us, I feel kind of bad because I know that they're laughing at us.
Yes,
they're laughing at us.
Listen,
we're talking about looking at West Indies now.
Yeah, they're laughing at us. But
truth be told, they still don't want to reach us in the semi-finals, you know.
No, of course not. But
none of them
want to meet us in the semi-finals.
Yeah, man. They know at any given day we can come and tee off. You know, Mo and Ali said it best. Although I think he was rubbing salt in the wound. I think he was doing it on the sides, getting one over and us saying that, you know, a team like West Indies, you want to get them out as early as possible. You know, you don't want to put them up further down in the competition.
No, before even in match, when they were interviewing players as to who this is the biggest threat, when Ali said West Indies is the best team, he said that even before a ball was bowled.
Yeah, man. But I'm saying, you know, they are not going to miss the opportunity to get one over on us. Even though they know that we are you know, we can be deadly, but they are not going to miss the opportunity to rub salt in wound. I think we have DeAndre on. He's on a little late.
Yes,
we have gone through all of the ups and downs, but you know, you're on late. We still going to give you a chance to go ahead and tell us what you thought about the game and, you know, and all of that before we close.
Yeah, man. Yes, greetings everyone. Yeah, today's match, not the margin I was looking for to give us the run rate, but still a win is a win. I'm an ugly win is better than a pretty loss, as they were saying.
Loss.
Right. But I also watched the Pakistan game, you know, and I can't help but notice how well they rotated the strike in the Pakistan game, you know. And that was even a better game than ours because the Afghans and the fought right down to the last, you know. But But back to us, the thing with us, you know, Puran innings is a good innings. You show that at any moment, our guys can do something, you know. But it's just the consistency is our problem, you know. Gayle didn't do anything today. Lewis, I think today the ball was holding up. They're forcing it. They're kind of forcing it today. Like the top three wasn't timing the ball. Even Chase, they weren't really timing the ball at all. Like even Chase was pulling a few deliveries and
missed out.
Struggling a bit, right? So Lewis, Gayle, and Chase, they're already struggling a bit, and but Puran came here and just start hitting it through the line. I'm like, whoa, you know, right? Unfortunately, hit a fail again today. You know, for the bowlers now. I'm happy that Jason will did his thing. You know, took some important wickets and very good spell. I'm happy that Russell redeemed himself. It was much better today. Some brilliant Yorkers there in the last over. You know, Russell is that player that you know he can be that perfect all rounder. You know, but he's gonna have his off days. You know, it was very unfortunate run out for him. That was really unfortunate. I don't know. 2 more games. We have to
big wins. Need big wins.
We don't have a lot of options because take out Gayle for Fletcher or for Simmons. You know, it's just so sticky right now. It's like you have to kind of just play with what they have. You know, because if you drop Gayle for Simmons, then that's kind of what you did today. You drop Simmons.
Yeah.
And Fletcher, we all know Fletcher's history.
Yeah, he's not going to do well against Sri Lanka with this spin.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I think we got to toss a coin to Gayle and Simmons.
I think we'll still have to play the team we have for the next match.
Yeah, they're not going. I doubt they're going to change a winning team if he's not that injury.
Yeah, because we don't have a lot of options. That's the point. We don't have a lot of options. Yeah, we don't have a Rutherford available. Romara Shepard is not available. I mean, there are guys that could be considered. They're not present. So we have to just talk about who is there. So based on who is available, I mean, for Pollard hit 6 sixes against Sri Lanka earlier this year. You know, that's the thing. So just like I said, more Ali spoke about us because you know that any day, all the guys can fire and make 300 runs the next game. That's the reality. All the guys can decide that they're going to fire and make 300 runs and bowl out the team for 100 runs. You know, that's like the potential of our team.
Yeah. So
yeah, I think
we spoke at length, DeAndre, about the drop catches and the miss runouts and all of that. Boy, it was a tough day at the office for Hayden Wash Jr., who is currently the best fielder in the team, with my guy out, with Allen out. It was a tough day at the office for him, man. You know, and the funny thing is, one of those guys that tries so hard. You understand? But you know, it's rough.
And Jason catch was a game changer. You know, like
that catch was cool. You know, it was cool.
It was a do or die at that point in the match. You know, like it was like a do or die moment. You know.
Yeah, that catch also shows why you need some luck on your side.
Yeah.
Which catch?
Luck. I mean, with all the performances and skill, you need luck in this run-ins because a little more. The breeze just had the blood a little harder, and that ball sailed over Jason Snow there. Gonna be a different story.
You mean Jason catch?
Yeah, Jason's catch. Yeah, it was a good catch.
That height, I see Pollard do it already. But the first time I see that in my life was when Ambrose jump up and catch a man and a ball going for 6. You will see it. Yeah, I see Ambrose catch one and I'm in the oval already.
Right.
Yeah, so
the drop chance at Jason Nolan when he was batting. You know, that catch that the guy drop off of Jason Nolan, you know, that's the same. I mean, as much as talent and all of this stuff is important, I think you need a lot of luck. Or at least some amount of luck to come out to these tournaments successful.
Yeah, man, Hosein is good also.
Today. Nobody had luck more than
Chase. I think they dropped Chase about 2 times or 2 times.
Twice.
Twice, yeah.
Hosein is good also.
I'm happy for Chase because as I said before, they treat him badly. So if you get a little luck, God don't sleep. You understand? This here is justice.
It's just justice, man.
Simmons they would not catch it.
So earlier today I saw somebody post something a couple of minutes ago on the live here saying that they need to call in She-Hope to save the team. And you see, I am thinking that Shea Hope. What's happening here? Shea Hope was given.
Yeah, that's sideways, boy.
Yeah, yeah, man, I'm coming back. I think Shea Hope was given the opportunity in the CPL to really prove that, yeah, man, and it didn't work for him. And I said, Chase did it, and they didn't even want to give Chase a game, much less. So, that is. I am just bringing that across, let you guys know that Shea Hope in the best versus best game.
MVP Chase.
I'm sorry, Hope in the best versus best game is 102 not out. Whatever the best versus best innings means. We know the bowlers are in quality, but just letting you guys know.
That'd be cricket for him. That'd be kind of cricket.
Shea Hope strike rate in T20 is like 136.
Yeah, the strike rate, but how much runs?
Yeah, but we need some runs, man. If you are going to bat at number 3 or 4, we need her to be making runs. We don't want to make 10 off 6 ball and them thing. We need runs.
Yeah.
But hold on before you go, DeAndre. We're going to take one from everybody else, and then we're going to call it for tonight. All right?
Okay.
Yeah, we're 2 hours in, and I still have to run. Yeah, but go ahead, man.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead, DeAndre.
So for me, Jason is a man of the match for me, because he made 15 runs at 5 deliveries, and he gave us 4 overs with 1 for 22, and took a brilliant catch, So for me, that's the play of the match. Puran made an important 40, don't get me wrong, but I think that was a very valuable contribution from James Howler. I think the 11 that played today have to continue, man. I think that's the best 11 we have right now, on the tour, and I just need to rotate the strike, in my opinion, some more. I see Pakistan really. I see Pakistan was impressive today and rotating the strike. A lot of soft hands, running twos. I see it very, very often today. A lot of quick singles, top to short turn man running quick singles. I see a lot of that today from Pakistan. And I think if we can get another 20-30 runs per innings, by just rotating the strike. So I think we should just work on that, because big hitting is not a problem. Puran showed that today. He came in, restructured, he just hit a few sixes. Jason Holders hit 2 6s. Pollard hit a 6 the second to last ball of innings. So hitting 6s is not, as I was saying last night, it's a strength. We don't have to lose the strength. We just simply rotate, because Pakistan did it well today. But if Baba Azam just tap the ball to short third man, take off, bam. Yeah, very, very cheeky tools as well. Like I enjoy seeing the guys tapping the ball to the mid wicket and running too
and squeezing the field. Yeah.
Yeah, if we can just do more of this, we can easily turn a 140 to 170, risk free. So that's my take for going forward. Like strike rotation is the thing for me.
It's key.
Right, because we're in a time in the ball so well and the ball not coming on. Yeah, you just play some nice soft hand, get those singles, turn over the strike, until eventually getting your nick properly and start timing the ball properly.
All right. Ian, you want to go ahead and give us your closing remarks for the night?
Yeah, well, in closing, basically, what I answer is I am hopeful that what happened to Puran today, that will fall on Hetmeyer, and that we will play to our full potential. Because, in other words, I want all the Pistons to start hitting now. I want us to be just running like a car where the Pistons only 2 hitting. I want all 6 hitting. Bam, 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 everybody doing what they
need to click.
Yes, because it's about time. I think we suffer long enough. You, me, all the way here suffer long enough. It's time for them fellas to get. I don't mind if you lost, but give me a good match. Give me a good match. Give me in a power play. Give me at least 40 power play for the lowest 35 in our power play. Give me something where even if we lost, I could still lift my head high. But you see, when we lost because a lot of people who supposed to perform not performing, and I know there's a couple of Meyer. You know why? Because I expect so much of him. Because everybody say he's one of the greatest things after Lara. And I was
Thin
looking
sliced bread.
Yeah, I say, well, boy, I say he's the next Lara and so on. So every time I see him, I'm looking forward to see some real nice cricket.
Yeah.
I want to enjoy. So I am saying, at the end of the day, Chris Gayle, I telling you straight, Chris Gayle might never hit off. I'm not depending on Chris Gayle to win any matches. If he hit, he hit. If he not. But Lewis,
exactly.
Right, he had to click again as usual. Puran, Hepmeyer, and all these people after thing, because at the end of the day, we basically carrying Chris Gayle to tell him thank you at the end of the period for his years of service. So that
I was talking about it, and I was told to leave him and let they give him a good send off, whether he scores or not.
That's what happened.
So I guess we must play with 10 men then.
Well, yes.
I was told to leave him alone because I don't know anything, and he gave his entire life to West Indies cricket. So let's send him off good.
But we could win with the 10 because and if he want, he could wrong the arm. But if in between the back and he hit a little fast, if he hit a little 30 or something, I don't expect nothing of that. But he have enough good people around him for us to do well. We don't need for him.
Exactly.
I just don't understand. We have enough young, good players around the older players. And I put in a heavy thing on Hepmeyer. Hepmeyer didn't come here to dress up and look nice. Right? It's not a dress-up competition. It's not a hairdressing competition. It's not to see who here looking nicer.
Yeah, we need people to score runs.
I want to go and bat and stop playing the fool.
Guys worried about how they look on TV, man.
Yeah.
All right, Ian. Who else we have on? We have Marlon there still? You there still, Marlon? All right, we could go around and come back. We're not here. Sheldon, in closing, what say you?
What I want to happen is I want luck to go our way again in the next match. One should have been stumped for 2. It was a clear stumping. The man missed a clear stumping. Chase should have been out early many times. Luck went our way. The next piece of luck I want to go our way, I want to win the toss the next game. Right? And all I want is performances from 3 batsmen. If Lewis give me a good score, Chase, Hola N, either Puran or Hetmyer and Pollard are good to go with the batting. I could get close to 180 from them fellas and them. And I want some consistent bowling. I know Akeal Hosein will do well. Rampaul continues to do well. I know he's not a crowd favorite, but he has been our best fast bowler because he has taken a wicket in almost every game. Right? And he has not been traveling for many runs. So what I want him to take out proper about 1 or 2 key batsmen for us. Right?
Yeah.
Bravo. I need Bravo to give me some wickets late.
Yeah.
You see,
Bravo.
I want him not only to keep the runs down, I need him to give me some late wickets. Because Sri Lanka, middle order, and a couple of the bowlers could really swing the bat. So I'm going to need Bravo to take out some of them batsmen for me.
All right.
And I win in that.
All right, good.
I win in that match.
All right.
I had that kind of faith. Unlike you, I saw the glory days of the West Indies. Right? I see
all right, so you have a lot of faith in them.
Yeah, I see people like Richards and Lloyd and Gomes and Logie and them right in the Queen's Park Oval.
Oh, so you saw all of those quality cricketers. I have faith in these guys.
right? So I have faith in the guy. I was there when we was doing well. So I taken my licks now, and I go do well again.
All right, I hear you. Who is the next person on?
That's me.
Well, Wayne, who is there? Wayne, you on?
Yes.
Yeah, Rob. All right, give us your closing statement now.
All right. I will stick with the same team. Maybe Gayle and Simmons is still, still a little toss up. Maybe we gotta spin a coin. Maybe heads for Gayle, tails for Simmons, wherever the coin land that sits. I keep saying I need Puran in the power play. And apart from that, everything seems okay. I will start coming into place because another reason why I keep pushing for Puran in the power play, that's one area that we're struggling in, and you can't have Russell, Pollard, now with the inclusion of Jason Holder. You have like 3 finishers there, and it might come down to a point where you have these 3 or 4 guys trying to bat the last 5 overs, which means a waste. It's a waste of manpower. We need Puran up there.
All right.
And then another part that kind of enjoy maybe just only 2 overs or 3 overs when Hetmeyer and Chase was together at the crease. But I see both of these guys was actually rotating the strike. I can't remember counting more than 2 or 3 dot balls whilst Chase and Hetmeyer was together. That's a good sign. And Hetmeyer, don't worry about Hetmeyer. I think at that stage he had to force it because again, coming out of the power play, we only had like 26 at the end. So there's no sense he stick around there and keep poking. I mean, he poked for like the first 2 overs or so, but then he had to go. In my opinion, he had to take a chance at that point. But hopefully come good. That's it.
All right, good. All right, good. That's everybody. Everybody got a chance to speak. Yeah, man, I think that's everybody. So we heard from Wayne.
All right, guys, take care.
Yeah, man, respect. All right, so just before I close off, I see 2 football questions. We have a lot of football fans on. Douglas says, Sports to the Board, you're going to the office November? Yes, man. Long government locked me in. Win, lose, or draw. Whether Reggae Boys win, lose, or draw, I'm going over to the stadium once they're allowing fans in there. Contact 20 say, Contact 20 tomorrow. If Tottenham beat us, then it's another nail in Ollie's coffin. And then we are closer to getting rid of him. It's going to hurt, but it might eventually work out. This season is basically finished for us, so I don't know. They might just work with him and then bring in somebody fresh. You understand? Yeah, man. All right, so we're going to leave it right here for now, though, guys. But I really appreciate you all for coming on. We had a couple of new persons on. I actually opened up the thing so we could take up to 10 persons, but we didn't have a lot on. But that is basically it for tonight, guys. Gonna leave it right here. The best versus best game that was played. That was played. It's not finished. But today's innings or today's session, I will look at that tomorrow morning in a video and give you guys an update at what is going on. But go and leave it right now. Zane, big up on yourself, guys. I'm out.